Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. We're playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition, and this is Flint and Steel! Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Flint and Steel, the Garblag Games Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay show. It's a bit of a tongue twister getting out all in one go. That was good. Hi, I'm Pete the Games Master, and in a minute we'll go around and the guys will tell you who they are, who they're playing, and what they've spent their experience points on. But before we do, please don't forget to go and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a Discord, which we have a link for below. More and more people are coming and chatting with us. Please come and join us, chatting about all things role-playing, a bit of wargaming, and various other things. We also have a Patreon, which we're now up to 17 patrons.
Wicked.
From 12 earlier on in the week. So that's really cool. Thank you everyone who's come and supported us. You're helping us to make this better for everybody else. We have on there, well, coming very soon, I should say, is the... Everybody got one? Apart from Simon? The 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons dungeon-themed character sheet. So this is coming very, very soon to our Patreon. It is for all levels of patrons, from the $1 tier upwards. We'll put it on DM's Guild later on in the year, probably in the new year as well, for those who want to get it separately. So that's on there. We're doing loads of nameplates for people. We've got our Abandoned Tavern on there. So go and check out our Patreon. There's a link below. And please consider supporting the channel.
Someone should run it as an actual dungeon. That would be amazing.
There was we put it. So I put it on
especially this side where there's lots of time.
Yeah. I put it on the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons Facebook page, and it got nearly 700 likes.
Yeah.
And one person did say, "Oh, that would be cool to run as an actual dungeon."
Yeah.
Someone.
I want to see how they'd reconcile, and actually, like, if you themed it somehow, like, without telling anyone.
Yeah.
Like, if the AC room had something to do, like, it was an armory or something.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that with the stats. So. The attributes down the side here. Strength is a prison of bars, because in the old school you used to have bend bars, lift gates with your strength. Yeah. You've got a pit trap in dexterity to jump over. There's a pool of water for swimming, and maybe it's poisoned water for constitution. You've got a little book library with chairs for intelligence. You've got a series of statues for wisdom. And then for charisma you have a table where people come and talk. A round table. Yeah. Exactly.
I get it, Pete. I get it.
So there is a bit of theme in there. There's, some cool stuff. I had a lot of fun making this, and I've got to do the final page for spellcasters, and then it'll all be good. Anyway, that's enough about Dungeons and Dragons. We're doing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay tonight. So, last time... Oh, no, we go round first, don't we? Cool. So, I'm Pete the Games Master, and we'll start on my left.
I'm Simon. I'm playing Alvin. I tend to hit things, sometimes with my shield, sometimes with my spear, and I like fire. That's as far as I'm going to go. As far as I'm going to go this time.
Really? Is it though? Is it? Oh, just description-wise, I thought you meant fire was as far as you were going to go. I'm not going to stamp on his head this time. I'm Kevin. I'm playing Siegbert, who is a warrior priest novitiate, and I spent my points on willpower this week because I need to get it up so I can advance.
Cool.
I'm Roger. I'm playing Bagric Rolfson, the Dwarf Guard, and this week I spent my XP on getting the 2nd level of Shieldsman, which means I'm really good at blocking things.
Which means he's invulnerable to attacks, as you'll find out with the new success level system. Anyway.
Hi, I'm Lawrence. I'm playing Torvald Rolfson, the Dwarven Scout, and as last week I'm holding on to my XP and to hopefully... if I survive this event, as anyone who saw the last one will know, I'm not a particularly happy dwarf at the moment.
Yeah, he might be in a little bit of trouble. Cool.
So what happens when you go walking around in the dark on your own?
That's kind of, we're used to that with dwarves.
Yeah, so before we begin, I must apologise. I've been a bit under the weather, so I may cough occasionally. I will try to do it away from the microphone, or if possible... edit it out of the episode, but I make no promises for that second one.
Outrageous.
So, sorry if you get the odd cough. especially to listeners, because I've remembered that we have a podcast, and I'm going to update the podcast with all the recent episodes and get that up to date.
Forgot about that.
So this episode has a parental warning for our listeners.
Da, da, da.
Cool. Okay, so last time on Flint and Steel, our brave adventurers left the road that they had been travelling on through the Griswold Forest after some Fimir attacked their caravans and stole away Ferdinand,
The halfling.
the halfling trader that you were travelling with and who was under your protection. So you followed the trail into the woods, whereupon you found the kind of overgrown ruins of an old village, and further along you saw a large abandoned tavern, which we'll do a little bit more flipping this time. I'm going to
For
try
our
and flip
listeners, he
between
was
them.
winking.
I'm winking there because we've got a big map on the table, which is the abandoned tavern, which you can get on our Patreon. Anyway, enough plugging. So I realised last time that we didn't actually switch between things a lot. When we're talking a bit more, I'm going to switch back so we can see everybody, because the miniatures don't move enough to be looking at it for the whole episode.
Yeah.
So remind me if I forget, guys. Okay, for our listeners, you won't care about that, but apologies, we will be looking at a map and moving miniatures around, so you may not get much of what that's going on. So if you are a listener, maybe pop over onto YouTube for this one, and maybe you'll get a bit more out of it. Okay, anyway, you guys approached the abandoned tavern where Alvin became a ventriloquist mimicry expert, and having heard the Fimir previously, called out to them, also not loudly, but just like sort of surreptitiously, in their own language, and had made a perfect roll to mimic them.
No idea what I said.
You have no idea what you said.
Say it real well.
My mother was a saint.
And you approached the abandoned tavern and found that the top floor had been sort of ruined, burned, removed, you're not sure, scavenged. There were mainly stone walls of the building, but it looked like it had been torn down in certain sections, but coming out of the building. You'd seen the door knocked off. There's plants overgrowing everywhere. There's moss, there's fungus, there's mushrooms. It's an overgrown old tavern that maybe, I think we were saying 20 or 30 years ago, greenskins came through the area and plundered, because a couple of the guys made some really good rolls to sort of sense what was going on. And I think Siegbert kind of figured out that there'd been...
real well.
It prayed really well and got insight into the attack that had been happened so long ago that a spear, an arrowhead, had been overgrown inside a tree. So you found out a little bit about what happened, and then you made your way in, and we rejoin it as Torvald has snuck down the side of the tavern to an opening, gone in, and immediately got into one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat with a large Fimir who's given him a good kicking. Yes. The others have all gone in together, sensibly, through the front door, but a horde of Fimir have come to them to now fight. And I believe we had finished with the Fimir having their go and beating you up a bit to end the round, so then we could start again at the beginning. And what we'll do is we'll go onto the map, and if Roger and Kevin we'll just point out where, unless I've got a pointing stick.
Okay, pointing.
You've got pointing
I'm
things.
just trying to remember how many rounds
It's all right.
I was
Okay.
with my prayers.
So
think we can cover that.
let's go onto the battle mat. So over here, Roger, if you point out where Siegbert is there fighting a Fimir. Yep. And then we've got Alvin round here. Yep. Fighting another Fimir, and then Kevin, you've got Bagric there fighting two Fimir. And then down here, yep,
Just your finger.
yep, there's Torvald getting shat on by a Fimir.
Yep, not literally.
No, it hit him with an axe and then hit him with his tail.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Because the
wonky
Fimir
tail.
has a special ability that once it makes a successful attack, it can expend an advantage to make a tail attack, which is quite a handy thing. And
That's pretty vicious.
it is pretty vicious. So, we rejoin the action at the beginning of the initiative round, in the middle of combat. you guys are a bit bloodied. There's not, you're not massively hurt or anything, but the Fimir blood is sort of sprayed all over you. There was an arm chopped off and a hose of blood over Alvin as he watched.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. And you guys are getting stuck in. So, Alvin, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
I will hit the Famir. Yeah, he's in front of me
Okay.
with my dirty great big spear.
Excuse me. Right, let's go for it. So, an opposed roll. Here we go. Let's just switch back to.
Remember your advantages?
I have 4.
Yep.
Wunderbar.
4 advantages.
002.
Oh,
So-
blimey.
So 0-2.
That's good.
Now we got the success level slightly wrong, even for the corrected rules. So you don't. It's not tens. You don't minus 10 from your score and figure out whether you've got under that. You take the tens number of your adjusted skill and the tens number of your die roll, and the difference is your success levels.
Okay.
So,
We'll cover that.
so for example, if you have 31 skill,
Yeah.
but you roll a 29,
Yeah.
you still have 1 success level. Because 3 minus 2 is 1.
So it's okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it.
It's the difference between the tens values rather than minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. Okay,
Right.
cool. So you rolled 0-2.
I rolled 02.
What's your modified skill
61.
with your 4? How many advantages you got?
4. So that would be
101. So you got 10 success levels.
Damn.
I shall try and defend against you.
Good luck with that one.
80.
Oh dear.
So I failed by 5.
Okay.
So you succeeded by 15 success levels.
Oh, that's going
I
to
think,
sting.
I think there may have been some flurry of spear.
Yes.
I think you
Your
just
one was
poked
injured
him in the
anyway.
eye.
Maybe like a bit of tapping of shield. Maybe a bit of you going down.
Or you just shanked him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd already scraped yours a bit, hadn't you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
had.
And you'd done a little bit of damage to yours.
Yes, because at least shot him with a crossbow.
Yeah, one of mine was pretty battered.
Yeah, one of yours was really battered. Yeah, I've got the numbers written down. I'm just
I did at
didn't
least
put
2.
names next to
Yeah,
it.
hits
Kev, I
on-
think, had done some.
I didn't do my normal tip of writing the name of the character it's fighting next to it, or the initials.
Strength
So-
bonus plus 4.
'Cause I definitely hit my guy twice with pretty.
Yes, yours is quite wounded. Yep.
So mine is strength bonus is 4. Plus 4 is 8.
Plus 15
Plus 15
is 23 points of
23
damage.
points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay. So, you step back.
Also, my strength
Oh yeah, you got your
prayer
strength.
is still going,
prayer.
so you get 1 extra strength bonus, so 1 extra damage.
24.
24 points of damage. Okay. So, taking 6 off of that, you do 18 points of damage. So you step back, and you rolled a 2, 0-2.
Yes,
so flip that, that's a 20.
Yeah.
So where do we hit him?
Right in the left arm.
Right in the left arm. So you step back, and you bring your spear forward in a savage thrust, and it goes into the shoulder joint, and you rip it up in a savage sort of maneuver. You tear the arm from the body, and it flies into the air, blood spraying across the floor, and it hits it's his left arm, isn't it? It flies past Bagric and hits the far wall across the other side.
Nice.
Wedge it and flick his arm off. I like it.
Yeah, all the way across the other side, and it slumps to the floor dead, blood pouring out of it. You get an advantage.
I shall roar intimidatingly.
Cool. Good. Well done. You
Yeah.
You give a cheer to the sky.
Bashing
Yeah.
of
Verena,
bashing
justice
of-
will
yeah.
be served.
bashing of
Cool.
spear on shield.
Okay,
and all
cool.
that.
Siegbert, you see this arm fly across
Didn't we have
the
some
courtyard.
Magic-y things on us as well.
Yeah, that's what he got
Yeah.
next
You-
one.
Yeah, yeah,
You-
So
they need a
there's-
willpower roll to attack
There's
you.
only one more round of that. This
Okay.
is the last round, like as in
Okay.
after my go, there was one more.
Okay,
round.
cool.
Yep. So it was a protective magic.
And there's 4 more rounds of the other one.
Ooh.
Strength. Who's got the
Yeah.
strength?
The
So all 3 of us, because I got a really good
Oh, you
roll
did a really good
where-
roll, didn't you?
both
Yeah.
times.
Cool. Okay, so, yeah, Siegbert, you see the arm go fly across the courtyard, and you're like, yeah!
Yeah.
Kind of
That's exactly what
inspires you. Sigma!
Oh, that's not good. So I have a question.
Yes.
Fate points, or fortune points rather,
Yes.
they're per session, right?
They are.
So does that mean they're reset now?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to use one of them then.
It's always a good start.
45.
Now, bear in mind, you can spend a resilience,
Yeah.
to pick what happens with a dice roll, but they are burn.
Oh, I see.
So if there's a critical moment when you like have to save someone or do the amazing thing, you can go, I'm spending a resilience and I roll a 55, which is closest, or whatever the best critical is, closest or furthest or whichever you want to do from your skill, so you get the most success levels and a critical, boom, big resilience payoff. I will not fail. In a post-test, you choose the number instead, allowing you to succeed. You can say, I deny you, you do not mutate. Resolve, you can become immune to psychology until the end of your next round, ignore all modifiers from all critical wounds until the beginning of the next round, or remove one condition. Yeah? So that's resolve. Resolve comes back from doing your motivation.
Yeah.
Resilience comes back from your ambitions. Fate, you only get if I smile upon you. That sounds weird. Sorry.
I love it when you smile.
Oh yeah. And
It does it for me.
One day it will happen.
Yeah.
and
One day.
fortune
Definitely happened one
again
time.
is every session.
Yeah.
So fortune, re-roll a test, add +1 success level to a test after you've rolled, or at the start of the round, choose when to act in that round, disregarding initiative. Fate is die another day, or how did that miss? So die another day, you're knocked out, you're out of the encounter, you come back afterwards. How did that miss is you ignore all damage from one attack. So die another day if you're on one wound and I'm going to kill you, die another day. If you're on all your wounds and I do some crazy, a big block falls from the sky and is going to kill you, then how did that miss? You've still got all your wounds. So if you've got loads of wounds, do one rather than the other. Anyway, sorry, just to recap those. So you could, at any time, spend a resilience, but they're very hard to get back. To go, I want that number.
So I'm going to burn a fortune. I burned a fortune point.
Yep.
Rerolled. So my melee basic is 60, and I got a 45. So we're now saying that it's...
6 minus 4.
And did you have any advantages from
I had
before?
5. Yeah.
So
You had those.
So you had those.
Yeah.
So you got 7.
7. Right, so I need to parry you. And I failed by 4 success levels.
Damn.
That's 11, is it?
Yeah.
11
Do they cause fear?
7.
Yes.
They do, but you've fought them before, so you don't need to make that roll.
Okay, that's fine.
We did that at the beginning.
So I remember we did it. I didn't know if you had to do it against each.
No,
fighter
it's not
as
every
you
round.
land.
No.
19.
Because they're the same. They all look the same to us.
19.
Yeah.
19 points of damage.
Damn.
Yeah, because
Blimey.
11 plus 8 is
Okay.
strength bonus.
The manlings are on fire.
Okay,
Figuratively.
the death of the Fimir near you inspires you. You call upon Sigmar in your mind and you swing your hammer, smashing it in the
No!
What did you hit?
54. Well,
Torso.
45, oh, 54.
torso.
Yeah, I think so.
45, yeah,
Did we
body.
get the whole break in the clouds? Beam of light.
Yeah.
Shines upon his chest as you plant your hammer through.
I think that was when
Yeah,
he
I hope
cast
so.
the magic.
Ooh, massive
I'm
crush
I'm
of
not hitting
bone.
the belly. I think I just hit him in the belly last time, so it's like reciprocating back around as I hit him again.
Yeah, and then it just stuns it solid.
Yeah.
You just bang, and you hear the crunch of bone, the squelch of meat within the unbroken body. There's horrible things going on inside this Fimir's body now. It's still standing, but it's like blood's coming out of its mouth. Torvald, let's go back
Get
to
the
the
shield
battle
out.
map.
Is get the shield out an option? Or
Drawing
is-
something is a free
Yeah,
action.
well, he's got an axe.
Yeah.
So-
But I
Yeah.
thought he was like so close to death.
No, actually, I've still got the crossbow in my hand. This is the
Yeah.
problem.
I can smell a fate point coming on!
You can drop that and pull the others out. I'll let you do that. Remember, it said in the book, it's down to me what an action involves.
Absolutely.
So you've got a crossbow. You've just been whacked
And-
about, so
and
you
also-
probably actually dropped
And also,
it. And you can just go.
you've been in so much combat. You're probably pretty skilled at dropping crossbow and getting axe and shield.
Up
I
to
will
you.
do that.
Or you can disengage and fuck off.
Well, I was going to see, can I try and disengage
Be-
through his legs and run down the corridor?
This is gonna go so well until you hit like 5 more in here.
Remember, agility's not our forte.
You're going to disengage into.
Yes, I
into
know.
some
You're gonna
more.
accidentally headbutt him in the groin, aren't you?
I suppose you would actually run to where we are. That would be the most sensible thing to do.
I think that's what he's trying to
He's also in a. He's a large. He's also in a narrow corridor. I'm hoping if I can get past him, he's not going to turn around too well.
He won't be able to charge you.
No, although I do recognise the fact ducking between his legs when he's got a tail is not the best idea in the world.
I will allow it, but you're going to have to make. Is it athletics? Is there an athletics
do. There's athletics.
skill? I'm going to say you have to make an athletics roll in order to do it because you're wearing armour. He's large.
Yeah.
You've got your axe and your shield out. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm letting you pull those out. So whatever happens, you've got your axe and your shield out.
Yeah.
But if you don't make the roll, you basically try to get past him, but you slam into his body.
Go, tiny dice!
I believe
No,
in
Lawrence
you.
is just really big.
He's bleeding massive.
I actually passed that. I
Aha!
passed an agility test, which is what athletics is based on. So
Oh, you look like you're hyperventilating into your hands.
I'm guessing you're running.
Bagrick doesn't know any of this is
I'm
going
guessing
on.
you're running.
You do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So you get to move 6, or do you want to try and sprint? And you roll you make an athletics roll, and you add the success levels to your sprint, to your run.
You sprint less than your movement.
Oh, how many success levels did you get?
1.
Well, I'll let you add that to your run for your sprint. 'cause
Okay.
There's no point making 2 rolls in 1 round.
No.
Do you want to move that?
Yeah.
So you want to go past him. So let's move him. So you sneak between his legs to there, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do you want to go? That's my bald spot on the screen there. That's great. That's one thing the listeners don't have to worry about.
Where are we going to go? Yeah.
You're going to go into the back of those Fimir, so he's not being outnumbered, or you're going to run this way to get healing from the priest. Can you heal people?
I don't know. Not think
You've got the heal skill, haven't you?
I did before.
Kevin, enough with the before.
No, I actually don't. I'm genuinely looking. I'm not sure.
Personally,
Unless prayers.
I think the fact that he will turn around and come back this
Yeah.
way, perhaps maybe being over there. But
Yeah. I'm gonna at
So
this point.
you can get this far here.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. at which point I can help deal with that one and then swing onto Alvin's
Yeah.
sort of one flank or other of
I'm
Alvin.
dying! I'm dying!
I
Someone
go-
save me! I'm dying!
I do not.
We do
Well,
still
I
have
can buy
poultices
it.
and
Have
stuff
I
like
realised?
that.
I actually don't know how all of that works.
Cool.
So I will by next time.
We've got
what
loads of
potions?
healing potions and poultices.
Yeah, there's rules for it.
Okay, cool.
As I come out the door,
Yeah.
there might be a shout in Kalizad going, brother!
To everyone, Torvald appears from the side door near the well, where the other Fimir just appeared from. He seems to be bloodied and bruised. He's running as fast as he can, his little dwarf legs pumping furiously beneath his body.
Clank, 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 clank.
And his armour just bashing off the door jamb as he comes running through. Ah, brother! And then darts around the well. Cool. Okay, so Bagrick.
I'm gonna hit the one that is most hurt.
Cool. The one that you've hurt
Oh.
before.
That's such a chivalrous man.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, I'm going to roll to defend.
It's not going to be enough.
Successful.
It's not going to be enough.
I know it's not going to be
It's
enough.
not going to be
They're
enough.
like,
Well, unless Roger actually failed and lost all of his advantage.
7 success levels.
ah. Oh, I succeeded by 2. So you win by 5.
Cool.
So gain an advantage.
Oh yeah, my advantage.
We're going to cap advantage.
I think you need to cap it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to cap advantage at 6.
That makes
Because we have a D6.
yeah.
It's
that-
a handy way of doing
that
it.
makes sense.
And otherwise, Roger simply will never be here.
Um,
Ever, ever, ever.
And if we get to a
I
point
mean,
where
it's-
Roger's getting hit a lot, you could always change it. If you felt like it.
Yeah.
But that won't happen.
What,
No.
So,
The 6
sorry,
makes
what did
sense.
he pass by?
I passed by 2. You passed by 7. So
Okay,
you get
so-
5 success levels.
5, 14.
14.
So I,
Oh, you got his strength thing.
yeah,
Oh yeah, cool. 14.
and strike mighty blow.
Okay, and strike mighty blow. Blimey. Right. Okay. Right. So where did you hit it?
In the leg. Which leg is it?
Okay. You bring your axe around,
The right leg.
chopping into its leg, taking it out from underneath it, and it sinks down to its knee, blood pouring out from a severed artery in its groin that you seem to have snagged with the edge of your blade, and it kind of clutches at its inner thigh and sort of screams and slowly falls to the floor dead.
And I'll shout back in Kazid, I'll be with you in a minute!
Brilliant. Okay, cool. So another one is down. Right, then it's the Fimmir's go. Right, so let's have this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take him off and him off. Oh, there we go. I should actually switch it onto the battle map while I'm doing that. So I'll just move this chapter here.
Right, so the one that was chasing
Torvald.
Torvald has just come running into the main fray
Running out into the area here.
where all of us are.
He's actually going to run, probably. He's not going to be able to attack, but he can run. So he's going to run in behind you, Torvald.
It's alright. He's only short, Alvin.
This one over here,
Well,
He's
I
gonna
do have
attack
a
Bagric,
very long weapon.
and then after Bagric, we'll do this one attacking Siegbert. So remember, you lose 2 success levels off your 15 for defending against him.
Willpower plus 20.
Willpower plus 20.
13.
Thank you. Hang on. He passed. 32. Right, I don't want to know yet. Don't tell me, because your shield mastery is just redonk. Right, here we go. Oh! 3 success levels!
13.
Success.
I rolled an 11, which is also a crit, isn't
It
it?
is a critical, and
I
because
don't know how that works.
you
as
do a
defending.
critical to him, even when you're defending, you can't do damage normally.
Yeah.
But if you get a critical, you crit. Because you're still fighting.
All right.
You're fighting, clashing, and opposing. So you get to roll a critical roll. You reverse your... no, you have to roll for the location,
6.
which is the head. Okay.
And then
What I want to know is
90.
how he managed.
90!
What I want to know is how he managed to hit him with his shield
That's bad.
in the Famir's head.
You want to roll low,
Did
don't
the,
you?
did the Famir like
No,
lie
No,
down?
you want to roll
high.
high.
Every roll of that was the best it could possibly have been.
Oh my god! Bagric,
13
the
success levels.
invincible.
I was just like 90. Rubbish. He's probably just going to go, that was a mild irritant.
Okay.
Until
Uh,
second it was.
There's a flurry of blows. You block, boom, bangs on your shield, and you bring your axe up, and you cut its ear off the side of its head. Blood slicks down the side, and it starts to sort of teeter slightly. It's not a massive wound, but it seems to be bleeding profusely.
Could become a famous artist, eh?
That's what he gets for trying to hit you.
That was a very good joke.
Right, hang on. Let me just check what that means. It's got 2 bleeding and 3 deafened. You're bleeding. Lose 1 wound at the end of every round, ignoring all modifiers. Further, suffer a penalty of -10 to all tests to resist festering wounds. Blah blah blah. If you reach 0 wounds, you no longer lose wounds and instead fall immediately unconscious. At the end of the round, you have a 10% chance of dying per bleeding condition. So you can remove a bleeding condition with a successful heal test, with each success level removing an extra bleeding condition.
So is that what you can spend resolve to remove?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
to
cool.
ignore.
So you basically you can go, "Ugh, not bleeding anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
That's quite cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know how that works.
Yeah. So he's going to take 2 wounds at the end of every turn until someone gives him medical attention.
I'm away till my turn, actually. Sorry.
You sure?
Yeah, well, I was just going to ask skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have them until I spend money on them, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You can still have a go at them, I believe. If they're a basic one. If they're in your...
Well, they're in my skills.
Are they
Well,
in this
No,
bit
they're
here?
in the career path.
Are they in this
no,
bit here?
No.
No? Then you can't do... Then you can't
so you
do
need to actually spend... You need to get one before.
You need to get a point at
Yeah,
least.
Yeah, the advanced ones. Okay, cool. So, you mangled his ear. He's actually got minus 20. Great. Oh no, that's to healing from festering wounds. Okay, the other Fimir is going to attack Siegbert. You ready?
20 willpower check.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, plus 20.
Yeah,
43 passes. Cool. Okay. So, he's going to attack you.
That's a
fail.
success for me.
Fail by 1.
Success by 2. Well, actually more because of advantages, so by like a bunch.
Yeah.
Not a
So,
whole bunch.
take an advantage.
I
Did
can't.
you... Oh, you can't. Okay. Did you do a critical?
No.
You're going to kill him on the riposte?
No.
Okay, cool. And the other one's behind you, so that's it. And also... Bear with me for a moment. Okay. Right, so back round to the beginning, and it's Alvin.
Okay. I shall charge headlong, doing my best Brad Pitt, leaping in the air, spear. thingy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Troy.
Troy into
the-
the Fimir that is in combat with
Torvald. Or
No.
Bagric.
Bagric.
Okay.
And as I plunge my spear
He
into
definitely
him,
needs help because he's not
I
doing
shall
well.
I shall say I think he wants your help.
Can you someone move? Yeah. Cheers. Yep. Perfect. So you can't actually charge
Well,
because
I don't have enough
just
I
to
may-
get the bonus.
I may not get the bonus. But
Yeah, but you are charging into combat.
Does he
Right.
get success levels for multiple combatants?
Yeah, you have advantage.
I've-
So until you fluff up,
Yeah.
get hurt,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. If you get wounded, you lose all your advantages. By the way, that was one of the rules that I...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to
makes
roll.
sense.
I want to roll 20. I think decided that's what I want to roll.
I actually need to just double check that.
No, I didn't roll 20.
Success, though.
Well, yes, it is because I only need to roll 61.
Yeah, but don't forget you've got like crazy advantages as well.
6 levels.
6 success levels.
I've got 6. No,
Seven.
5. 5. I've got 5 because I had 4 and then I got an extra one for the last round, so I'm 5.
Advantages. Yeah.
Advantages.
So,
Five
so how many
advantages.
success levels have you got?
I got none because it's 6, 61 and 59, so I got 1.
You got one.
Yeah,
So you get one, but the
yeah,
advantages.
plus
What's
my
your skill?
advantages.
So
I
you
got-
got
I got-
6.
He's
One on
got
the
6.
dice,
Yeah.
and I got 5 advantages.
Okay, so you got 6. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, well, I passed with 1 success level. So you get 5.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Add your damage.
Are we still strengthening?
Strength, yes, but the willpower one is gone.
Strength, yes. So,
Strength.
so
We still
4,
strengthening?
8,
Like that.
So
3 rounds left on
plus
strength.
13, 14.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you run across. You kind of try to get enough momentum to like leap in the air a bit, and you do get off the ground a bit,
Yeah.
and you kind of jab him with the spear, but it's quite big, so it's
That's
not
okay.
quite the
I wasn't-
same maneuver.
Yeah.
But you do jab him.
It was all in my head, really.
Absolutely.
I
like
mean,
most
to
of
be
it.
honest, I probably didn't even do much leaping.
Yeah.
It was more just
Like
in my
you
head.
stepped.
Yeah, just stepped.
Yeah. Maybe a hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. You jab him with the spear.
Yeah.
Remember, you can do that from 2 squares away, so you don't have to get into.
I could do that,
But you want to get in really
but
close.
I need to get in really close so that Bagric can bugger off and go and
Okay.
help his brother.
Okay. Right. Siegbert. What do you want to do?
Right, hit the guy again.
Okay, cool.
In theory.
In theory. I don't think you guys are going to have much
Success.
trouble.
7. 7. degrees.
Well, I failed by 5.
Maybe we should just let Roger GM for one session, and we'll all die.
Yeah.
So it's 12 plus...
You would think that throwing like 8 Fimir at you might mean that one of you are hurt. Oh, he's hurt. Yeah,
Quite badly.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
20.
20 damage.
Because that was 12
Shit.
difference, right? 12
Yeah, it
difference,
was. Yeah.
Yeah, plus 8.
Where did you hit him?
52, the 25, the arm of some description. Right arm.
A lot of arms going on.
Yeah.
Okay. You've hit him in the stomach. He's swinging at you. You parry. You dodge.
Wait, sorry, Pete, did you say that you don't reverse it anymore?
You do.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then you bring your hammer down onto his shoulder, crushing bone. It pokes out blood, sprays out. You see sort of panic flash across its one big eye, and it kind of looks down at his body, and blood fountains out of its mouth, and it sort of collapses to the floor. Its internal injuries that you've sort of slowly been pounding the inside of its body have just kind of overtaken, and all its organs have kind of fallen apart.
I'm going to do Hammer of Sigmar symbol on my chest.
Cool.
Basically like
Well,
crossing
can he
himself,
move
Yeah.
now?
just-
But
he's
do
still-
that,
I'm not going to
Or you do
notice
that.
that.
which is the twin comet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, apparently that's what they do. Yeah.
Uh,
Perfection. That's why I looked it up to try and find out some sort of hand gesture I could do, but no, it's this.
Okay.
You don't actually have to do the padding. Yeah.
You do now.
Okay.
Well,
All feature priests.
Novitiates.
Sigma, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did.
Yes. That is another one down. Oh. Okay. Not that I. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it slumps to the floor. Its body twisted and sort of sagging down to the ground. And you kind of look around. You can still move if you want to. You can now see that Alvin has rushed into combat.
To help Bagrat.
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna
quite,
move
it's quite mad that
towards-
you keep your advantage. That's such a huge.
So,
that's such a huge
losing advantage.
bonus,
Here we go.
isn't it?
If you lose combat,
If you
it's
lose an
gone.
opposed test during combat,
Yeah.
suffer any conditions, or lose any wounds, you automatically lose all advantage. Further, should the combat end, you lose it. Lastly, if you have accrued no advantage for the round, or end the round outnumbered, you lose 1 point. Advantage can also be used to disengage from combat. Oh, hello. Disengaging. Use advantage. If you have more advantage than your opponent, you are in a superior position and can easily maneuver yourself beyond reach. If you choose to drop your advantage to 0, you can move away from your opponents without penalty. Perhaps choosing to charge a new target, run away as fast as possible, or backstep a little.
And that doesn't take an action. You're spending your advantage to do it.
You can you just move away.
Cool.
Yep.
Alright, so you can spend your advantage to charge a new target.
Yep.
Cool.
Here you go.
What's
So
the move again?
gaining advantage. So as we've said before, we're still fairly new to 4th edition, so occasionally we go over some of the rules. Gaining advantage. Surprise. Attacking surprise enemy gives you +1. Charging gives you +1. Assess. If you use one of your skills to secure a tactical advantage, gain +1 advantage. Victory. Whenever you defeat an important NPC, gain 1 advantage. Subduing a party nemesis may grant +2. Winning. If you win an opposed test during combat, like we've been doing with you guys, you gain 1 advantage. Outmaneuver. If you wound an opponent without engaging in an opposed test, gain +1 advantage. Like you shoot a chandelier off and it falls on them and they get hurt, and you get advantage.
I just think keeping all of your advantage seems such a huge bonus. You can
I mean, if you spend a turn moving and you don't do anything, you'll lose 1.
well, yeah, but if you're already
Yeah.
on 6,
So there are other options to limiting advantage, and I'll read those out briefly. Sorry. Sorry.
No,
Uh,
I'm just going to move anyway, though.
So you can cap it at a prearranged limit. So 2, 4 or more. 10 also works well, as you can easily track it with 1d10. 10 advantage
10's horrendous.
is crazy.
Well, if
6
you
is
already
too
get
much.
so
I'd say
stuff-
4.
Yeah,
4 I think would be a sensible.
Advantage has an up level equal to your initiative bonus, which is the first digit of your initiative.
Yeah, 4.
Which I think, actually, after this combat,
Yeah.
we should do that.
It's going to make elves even more over.
Because I think it's
Kills initiative.
because of
it's
that. Yeah,
really.
that's why I kind of like the flat one.
I think it's
But
really.
I don't mind. Whatever you guys want to do.
No, okay. Let's stay with 6 and see how it goes. You've had a
No, I definitely think.
quite a-
I
definitely
think 6
that-
is too high. I
Yeah.
think 4 is
Yeah, I
probably a
think
more
4 is
sensible
okay.
number.
I think,
We'll go with
I think
4.
definitely go down to
I don't
about
mind
4.
getting hit more often.
We'll try it.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll try it. That's
If
cool.
we die, it'll be
Okay,
funny.
so we go from after this combat. We'll move forward and we'll limit advantage at 4 because plus 40
yeah, it's still
is
massive.
huge
yeah.
anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, right. Okay,
Just
cool.
'cause even plus 60
Home
is like
ruling,
crazy.
home
Well, if you
house ruling,
If you think I need to roll 61 on my weapon skill
and
to
you've
get a
got
hit, right? And if I have plus 40, I can pretty much fail my roll. I can roll 99.
well, yeah,
and
you
still end up
well your
with-
skill. You add it onto your skill.
yeah,
don't
I
you?
mean, when
So you get
defending,
the
61.
point is,
with
my-
4 advantage,
if I've got 4
you're
advantage,
101.
I can basically make a really bad roll and still be
Excuse
like,
me.
oh, I've got more.
Well,
when
successes.
defending, I'm on 131 at the moment.
96 to 100
Yeah.
is always a failure. If you are, but yeah, it's
Yeah, I
interesting.
think 4 is probably a far more
Yeah.
sensible number.
I'm sure.
Yep. Okay, cool.
I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, I moved.
You moved. Okay, cool. Right. So, let's go back to the battle mat.
Disengage.
Torvald, what are you up to?
Live!
Live.
I want to
Live. Right. So
Is Torvald see Clarence being
is down.
engaged?
Is down here. With a Fimir behind him. What are we going to do?
I am.
They want to pass chocolates without it going over the battle mat.
they already fly around it.
I'll have one of these if that's alright.
Yeah, of course.
Are these like just
Chocolate
straight
muffins.
up chocolate
This is
muffins
With chocolate stuff in.
with chocolate? Oh, cool.
Right. I think
For that extra chocolate.
at this point, I'm going to play to the get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
attempt to move out and pass.
Okay. So, to disengage without using advantage, you have
I haven't
to
got-
dodge.
Yep.
So you make a dodge roll, and I make a melee roll. If you succeed, you gain +1 advantage, and you can use your move to go anywhere you wish using the normal rules. If you fail, each opponent defeating you gains 1 advantage, and makes it possible for you to escape. Makes it impossible for you to escape without a blow to your back.
Okay.
So they
you
get
could
to
go
you.
defensive.
You could.
I
go
think you should
defensive.
just smile at him and say, "You're dead." And wait till Bagric just.
I promise you, he's gonna kick your ass!
Bagric just flies across the thing.
Right turn, Clyde. Whoosh. Bagric appears. Whoosh.
Oh, look on the screen now. You can see my 2 Rick and Morty posters.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Actually, at this point, I got away from him once. I don't think I'm going to do it again.
I wouldn't risk it.
I think I might actually spin round and just put the shield in the way.
Cool.
Or go defensive, or are you going to try and hit him?
No, go defensive.
That gives you
Plus
bonuses
20.
to defend. I
Plus
think.
20 to defend.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
A wall appears in front of the spear.
Yeah. Oh.
There is
Yeah, I'll take.
this as well, if you want.
Yeah, can I have that one?
Yeah.
Can you pass me that one, please?
Just passing the beers around. There's a beer swap going on. We've got them hidden all around the studio. Yeah, I've got one under here. Oh,
We don't have a
another
drinking
one over
problem.
here.
Goes in my mouth most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, airplane. That's such a good film. Okay. Right, where were we? Torvald's turned round.
Yep.
With his shield. Let's turn him round. Just so he's facing the right direction. Keep sticking my bald spot in front of the camera. Right.
We're a Yamaka.
Okay. Okay. Right, Bagric, your go.
So I can spend my I can spend my
Card-like games written on it.
Yeah, that's
The
it.
green one. No one will know.
so I can spend my my advantage to disengage, right?
All
And
of your
to
advantage.
to redirect and
Yes,
charge
you
someone
can.
else.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
So I'll spend my advantage.
Okay, and you dive across, leaping off the well. Kazook! You leap off the well, and you're like, "Rah!" Oh, okay, try and... He's outnumbered now, isn't he?
Yep.
So you get plus 20.
Cool.
Like you need it.
Well, he does, because he's
That's
not got his
one.
advantage now. Oh, 20. That's 1 success level.
I got 5.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who needs advantage, eh?
Now I have one.
He's a big, clumsy oaf.
So I beat him by 4, yeah?
Yes.
8, 12, 13.
Sorry?
13.
13 points of damage. Okay. Your brother comes flying across the courtyard, leaping, stepping off the well, bringing the axe down on the creature, and it like barely turns in time. It's like scrapes off its own blade and thuds into it.
You're next!
Cool. And it's his go, and he's like,
Where did you hit him?
Oh, I think I actually hit him in the leg of all places. My leaping jump into his leg.
yeah. Well, he's like 8 or 9 foot tall.
It was more a slip.
To be fair, you could have gone for his head.
You kind of rolled across the well.
In my defence, jumping in 4 plates.
Yeah.
No. So what you did is you slid across the well like the bonnet of a car.
Yeah.
Scraping sparks flying.
Because it was flint and steel. No. Right, okay. He's going to try and attack you. It's successful. With
33.
1 success. Oh, God, he's got bloody critical.
Oh, do I keep my advantages from charging and stuff?
You get the 1, yeah?
So I was actually on 2, okay. Oh, that doesn't make any difference for defending, but yeah, I criticaled.
Yes. And yeah. So you get another advantage.
So I hit him.
Yep.
Oh, I do something to the 57.
Oh, hello.
And that's not quite so impressive. It's just a 27 to the body.
Okay.
What are you doing with the Famir in the well there, Bagrick?
Just charge in, hit him in the knee with the axe, and when he tries to strike me, just headbutt him in the chest.
As you hit him, he turns and you hear his back go, and he goes, "Argh!"
Aha! That led him for not doing his warm-ups.
Yeah, not stretched thoroughly before hand-to-hand combat.
Dost thou even lift?
Okay, and the other one's going to attack Alvin.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why I bother rolling dice. Oh, critical failure.
Critical
Do
failure.
you remember those fortune points
That
you
is a
have?
critical failure. It's a fumble.
I'll roll it.
Fortune. Yeah.
Wise
Yeah,
decision.
We only have fucking 4 of them or some shit.
81.
So I just failed.
By how many?
Well, it doesn't actually matter because I've got 6 levels of success. So 4 levels of successes for my.
Are we
So
going
I failed by 2.
But you get -2, remember?
-2 because I failed by 2.
Yeah.
And I got
4.
4.
So you're plus
But
2.
you get -2 because it's bigger than you.
Yep. So 0. 0. I failed by 2, so you win. So you
Gain an
gain
advantage.
an advantage.
You sound so defeated.
Don't worry. Next monsters are going to be double tough. They're going to have guns. Gun-toting Fimir.
Where did they get an assault rifle from?
Is that a Tyranids?
Yeah. Zotes. Right.
Screw Chaos Warriors, these are
Sorry,
Chaos
going back a bit
Marines.
Okay, right. So the Fimir are completely ineffectual in everything they try to do.
Yeah.
So it's back round to Alvin.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
And he loses 2 wounds.
Okay.
He does lose 2 wounds. Thank you.
Thank
you for reminding me.
From his ear wound.
I'm just going to smile at him.
Yeah.
Just going to smile at him.
Okay.
Just going to point past
Say
him
your favorite phrase.
and do that.
And they're not quite in a stage where they're like running away.
That's my whole.
You're
round.
just going, go.
Okay.
You're
Is
losing
that
advantage
like
level.
An intimidation? Are you gonna?
Yeah,
do
you're-
it?
I've got intimidate. I'll roll it.
Are you going to try and intimidate him?
Well, I'm not
Okay.
really going to succeed, but I'm
You're
just
not,
going.
but you could try.
This is when he rolls 100 for his willpower.
Yeah, it's like,
I've rolled. No, I got 63. I mean, I couldn't even hit you on a 63, let alone intimidate you. I failed to intimidate you.
You failed to... Well, let me see how much I fail by.
Okay.
On my willpower roll.
Okay.
By 3 success levels.
You
I
failed by
failed.
3. Okay. I failed by 4.
Okay. So he passed his intimidate by 1.
Guessing you probably get some bonuses as well, being a big fear-causing
Now-
monster.
Now, I didn't actually do an attack, so do I just lose one advantage?
At the end of the round,
Yeah.
you will lose an advantage.
Because
So,
I didn't attack.
because you didn't successfully
But that's okay.
win
'cause
an opposed roll.
he suffers 2 wounds.
At the end of the turn. At the end of the turn.
So you're just going to stand there until he bleeds
It's going to be
out.
like, boom, boom.
But I'm going to wait until
Excuse
Bagric
me.
gets bored and just hits him.
Right. Siegbert.
Yeah, I gotta run into the dwarf party. Because fucking. Are we? Can I get in there actually?
Yeah, you can slide into
Yeah,
that
he's
corner.
don't forget he's a lot bigger than
No.
No, in
Other
between the
side.
two
Yeah,
of us.
Yeah, in there.
He's a lot bigger than we are.
Yeah.
So I'm-
These are very old models
Okay,
compared to the
but-
much newer ones.
Yeah.
Are we changing this to 4s now?
You are now outnumbering him 3-1, so you get plus 40.
Are we changing this to 4s
No,
now?
next combat.
So it's still capped.
So you got 6 advantages.
Yeah.
Plus 40 for outnumbering, so you've got plus 100 to your skill.
See what I
Now,
roll.
now you need to roll 80, and then you can have
he doesn't.
180!
But they'd add to his advantage, wouldn't they, rather than...
No. It's not. They're not advantages.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just a bonus.
Oh, I didn't realise. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Nice.
I roll a 6, and my skill is 60. So
It's 160, so you got 16 success levels. So let's see.
Oh, that
let's
Vermeer
see
is
how I
boned.
do. The Fimir's weapon skill is 35. They don't even have skills.
come on,
They need
99.
skills.
Come on, 99. Come on.
I rolled 38, so I only just failed.
Oh, that's not bad, though.
Yeah.
So
So
you
you
only
got
just failed, so I still have 16.
16 success levels.
Oh, that Vermeer is just going to go... I regret my life decisions.
Don't hit the dwarf.
It's not going to have. It's not going to have a chance to regret its life decisions.
16
No.
plus 8,
No.
so 22, 24.
Where did you hit it?
Body.
Body. Okay. You run across the space between them in shouting the name of Sigmar and one of his holy battle prayers. You slide in between the two dwarfs, and your hammer, as you slam him in the chest, almost has some kind of glow or vibration about it, and you thunder into its chest, and it slides back across the ground 6 feet, and then has a heart attack, drops dead.
Oh, bless
It's just like, oh, this back's really painful. Nothing can hurt more than... Oh,
You hit it like a train, basically, and
like
it collapsed, dead.
hit it like a steam tank.
Cool. Okay, so that's Siegbert. So Torvald.
Ow!
Sorry.
At this point, I am going to take a few steps back and let the others deal with the remaining bleeding from here.
I would have healed you, but I neglected to take that skill apparently. Didn't notice that it was there.
Have you already
Oh,
pressed that?
No, it's
Oh, it's
still
there.
there. It's
You
still
just-
there.
you
Yeah,
just got
I'll get it next time I get a
Okay.
Is
Right.
that the skill heal, or is it like a healing prayer?
Skill heal. Yeah.
Do you have a healing prayer?
No, I don't think so. I think
No,
I only have
that's-
the blessings.
That's later.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Miracles.
That's probably pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so Torvald kind of steps back against the wall, sort of suddenly in need of physical support, and catches his breath. Bagric, what are you doing? He looks injured, but you've seen him worse.
I'll be right back. I'm going to walk back around the well and hit...
You turn around on top of the well.
I'm not done with you yet!
You slide back across the well. Whack. Outnumbering, plus 20. Oh God, what's he rolled?
33.
Oh my God. Okay,
dead.
so
It's
hang on.
dead.
Wait. Let's do the numbers because this could be fun.
Alright, hang on.
How many how many advantages you got? 3.
So I've got 3 plus we're outnumbering.
Yep,
Because of
so-
Alvin.
So another 20 on top.
So
So 50 on top of your skill.
isn't it only plus 10?
No, It's plus 20. We went over this last time.
Oh, okay.
Pluses are only in
Starts at plus
20s.
one,
Right, so I get plus 50, so I'm on 121.
Yep. You
And I
rolled
rolled
33,
three,
so you got
so
9.
nine.
Let me roll mine. 52, so I fell by 2.
So
You could
11
You can still roll a critical success, couldn't you?
plus
I could, and we
8,
both crit,
9,
Yeah.
20.
but he'd do the damage.
So I do 20 and get a crit.
Okay, let's roll the crit.
So 33 hits him in the...
No, you roll again.
Oh. I still hit him in the right arm.
Cool.
Oh, that's got to be good. 98.
Oh no.
Okay, hang on. Let me just... I'll do some maths here, shall I? So you did 20.
20, yeah.
Minus his 6 resistance means 14 points of damage. And 5 for the damage as you slide across the well. You bring your axe up under its armpit, slicing all the tendons and arteries through that joint. The arm doesn't quite come off though, it's kind of hanging there, but it suddenly spasms and twitches, blood spraying all over Alvin's face. And he kind of, his arm guiding the spray of blood all over him as he kind of falls to the floor, just like blood pumping out of his body freely.
Is it in a kind of this motion?
It is, yeah, kind of mimicking your.
It's almost as if I knew what was going to happen, isn't it?
See the future.
Wow.
Say that one thin air phrase you know to him.
No.
Yeah.
I've already done my action this turn.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so you guys, the Fimir are all dead in the courtyard, and suddenly there's like a bit of a silence. All you can hear is Torvald's ragged breathing from the side. There's a few drips down the well. There's little wildlife around. You think that your fight has probably scared off all the local birds and creatures, and it's suddenly quite quiet. Everyone make perception rolls.
I get quite a big minus. Is it minus 20?
20, yeah. All your advantages are gone. Combat's over.
So, and hold on. What's the when?
It's initiative, right?
Section initiative.
Yep.
Ooh, failed by 1 point.
Right. Now I've got an open helm.
4
So,
success.
you
it's
get-
only minus 10. Isn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
I must be running on adrenaline.
All right. How'd you do?
That was a 5.
Oh, cool. Okay. So how many success levels?
Yeah. 5.
5. Anyone else pass?
Yeah.
4. Okay.
No,
So
actually, sorry, 3 because
Three.
of my I'm wearing a leather hood thing. Does that make sense?
That won't affect.
No, that
it.
won't affect it.
Because I'm specifically
Yeah,
not wearing
plate.
helm.
plate helm.
Yeah, because we're wearing plate armour at the
Or is
moment.
it only
I would look less.
No,
Apart
yours
from me,
does.
because I
Mine
forgot
does.
to
He's
get.
wearing
I didn't get a
leather.
chance to put the
Mine
helmet
does,
on
yeah.
time.
Mine does.
Okay, so
I want to look more priesty. But I actually have got a plate helm. I'm just not wearing it. It's,
Torvald,
Mitre.
you're leaning against the wall, the stone wall. Your dwarven
this guy.
stone cunning and affinity with rock. You're leaning against it. You can feel reverberations through the stone coming from this area behind you. So let me just hang on. I'm just gonna try. Oh dear, that's the wrong one.
Oh dear.
Someone take them away from me. I'll eat them all, like the chocolates. Someone take them away.
Here we go.
Is that one nice?
Slight hiccup there.
Yeah, this one's nicer, I think.
I think that was.
Okay, so just going to get up briefly. So this area here is, as we spoke about last time, you guys know how taverns are traditionally built in this kind of area. This looks like it's where the owner of the tavern originally would have lived, in his own little secure little home. You think that there's some noise coming from there, some reverberation through the stone. Siegbert, as you're kind of standing there taking stock of this fight and the great show of skill that the power of Sigmar instilled in your companions, you notice that from through this door there is a little bit of light. It's not massively dark outside. You notice there's a bit of light coming from It seems to be maybe candlelight or something. You're not sure.
Someone's over there.
I shall use a rag to remove some of the bloody blood from my face.
Yeah, Fimir blood is quite thick and disgusting. Excuse me. So
Walk over to Torvald, removing my helmet so I can actually, see everything a bit clearer.
yeah.
You've had worse.
Yeah,
Can someone look at him? It looks like he's got a hole in him.
there's something in this building. And there was a familiar guarding the door in there.
Well,
Shall I go and have a look?
Can we do anything towards helping him with his wounds at all?
You do have healing drafts.
Yeah, we do.
Healing. Let's look at healing.
I don't know how healing drops work now. Or poultices.
You want them before they go?
I'm just finding out. Hang on. Where's the... Here we go. Right. Sorry about this. Guys, we're just finding all the different bits and bobs. Where are we? Trade tools, drugs, and poisons, herbs and drafts. Healing poultice. This foul-smelling medicinal wrap is made from animal dung and urine combined with any number of common herbs such as sigmafoil, tarabeth, and valerian. You do not suffer any minor infections from a critical wound treated with a healing poultice. Okay, so that stops you getting infected, which I'm going to have to look up infected in a minute because that sounds like fun. Healing draft. If you have more than 0 wounds, recover toughness bonus wounds immediately.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We've got
Dose.
quite a few, don't we?
1 per encounter. So you can drink 1. Okay.
Can you drink it during an encounter? Or is that...
No,
it
so
each
like
time
this,
you have an encounter,
yeah, this kind of bit you can benefit from it once. It's kind of just to limit. You just sit standing there and going, whoop.
Necking them.
Not that you need to do that.
Well,
Unless you split the party.
if I've got one on me.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
then
I
I'll-
would say that you all have healing poultice and a healing
I have 4 healing poultices, and I have 1 healing draft.
draft. There you go.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't carry more than one on us.
No.
No.
Minor infection. Da-da-da-da-da. Did anyone suffer a critical? Did you suffer a critical?
Famir
No.
did.
Okay.
No,
so-
I just got battered. Rather.
That's savage.
Suffered a
Joyful,
critical
joyful, joyful,
being
joyful.
defended.
Just
at.
1 or 2. So if you take a critical in a combat, you have to make a very easy plus 60 endurance test. That's going to be at least 90. Or you get a minor infection, which gives you certain symptoms, which then have
Is endurance
infection.
toughness based?
Yes.
Wow.
You get lingering.
Yeah, if you remember,
malaise
96 to
and
100 is
wounded.
always a fail.
Jesus.
There's always a chance, yeah.
So you can
I
always
think it's
fail.
perhaps something
It's quite
that's not meant
yeah,
to...
it's not meant to be
I think it's
horrible.
not
It's not
meant
meant to
to-
be really bad.
Yeah, or
Some
not
of
meant
them
to be very
are.
often.
Some of them are like bad.
Yeah.
You know, and you get like blight and fever from blood rot. Black plague.
I
You
assume
know, that's pretty bad.
if you're bleeding, the bleeding effect that was on the Fimir, is there some way of
Condition.
staunching that?
Yeah.
After
stop,
combat.
Stop fighting.
You can just
Yeah, when you
just
get.
stop fighting and it just stop bleeding. You don't have to hold
Stick a
anything
big-
down.
No, I
Yeah,
think basically you
rather
get medical attention. and
Stand
that
against the
stops it.
wall like
You get
this.
heal.
Hold the blood in.
I think probably.
Use a brick. That always works.
Or you can spend a resolve to just go, not bleeding.
Just tough it out. I'm fine. Yeah, not bleeding.
I
Not
have
bleeding.
decided bleeding is no.
Let's have a.
Yep, you just kind of walk it off. I've got a massive gaping wound. I'm just going to walk it
Yeah,
off.
come on, dude. Walk,
Spend a resolve. I'm
walk it
fine.
off. Walk it off. Bleeding can be removed with a successful heal test. With each success level, removing an extra bleeding condition. So don't get a bleeding condition, whatever you do, because no one can heal.
Well, I can next time I get experience.
Okay.
Or you can use resolve to stop it.
Your resolve, you can, but I think it's like
You can remove a condition, but
temporary.
it burns.
Is it remove?
I think you said it removed a condition.
Yeah, it removes a condition. Resolve. You can spend 1 resolve to remove 1 condition.
Yeah, yes, you can. Sorry, you can.
But
Okay,
you don't
cool.
Get them back unless you do cool shit.
Resolve is session, aren't they? Isn't
Resolve,
it? Resilience.
no.
Neither of them are.
Resolve is ambitions, and resilience is your motivation, which
We are going to get.
maybe. Okay.
Hopefully.
As long as we find him dead or alive, we're going to get it.
Well, I will take a drink a healing draft,
Okay.
which at least gets me.
Those things cost money, you know.
Yes, I know.
That wasn't in character.
I shall walk over this way.
I'm going to go that way towards that thing.
This way.
Because at least I'm halfway
'Cause
back
I'm-
to normal.
There's
As the dwarf follows me, I'm going to say, "Can you just wait a second? Because I can't hear anything other than you clinking." And then I'm going to wander around here and listen.
But as Adam,
I'm just
going
gonna
to
follow you.
There's someone
Right, so
over
you've
there.
moved to. Hang on. You move into the corridor.
Yeah.
Right. As in here, it's a bit darker. Yep. And you look down the corridor and you can see light coming from.
He's decided I'm going first.
Well, if you're following me, you might as well go in front.
You can see light coming from under the door
Well,
at the end of the corridor.
I can see pretty well in the dark, so I'll go first. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of wander down towards the door while Siegbert is, I'm assuming,
Because I
sticking
was saying,
there.
as you guys were leaving, I was saying, there's someone over there too. There's light coming.
Yeah, it's like
I'll be back in a minute. There's light over here,
30,
Manling.
30, 40 feet down to the corridor. Okay, as you approach the door,
Caution, shield up, axe. at the
shield
ready.
up.
You can't leave him.
Torvald can come with us.
Indefinitely.
Oh,
5 Fimir come out of the other building. No.
I will recover.
Well, bugger.
While they're coming on, I will recover my crossbow.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
dropped
You
it.
get your crossbow back.
Does it need a
Absolutely.
good clean?
He didn't drop it in the pile of poo.
Okay. I thought he
You
slid.
just shit on it as he ran.
I thought he actually ran through the poo to get under his legs.
No, the
Oh yeah,
poo
you
was
used
in-
it as a
You
slip
went
and
on
slide.
sled.
Oh, slip and
That was
slide.
your athletics roll, wasn't it? You
Shit
jumped
and
on your shield and
Oh, God.
surfed.
Shit surfing. No. Okay, right. So, you go up to the door. This is a large, heavy door.
I shall step back
Big iron
for a swing.
binding on it.
You're gonna swing at it with a spear.
No, he's going to swing.
Oh.
But there is a handle, and there is a lock.
That doesn't sound very dwarvish.
Clunk.
Okay. You try the handle, and it turns, and the door opens.
And basically, what if it?
And you
I'm
can
not going to push
make a
it.
perception roll.
I'm basically going to unlock it. Basically,
Did
get
you
my
put
hand
your
back on my
helmet
shield.
back on again?
Yeah, and then boot the door.
Okay, right. You boot the door.
I'd rather be holding an axe.
I'm going to step sideways for the crossbow that
Hey.
flies out. Because it always does.
As I see him doing that, can I pray? Prayer of
Just in general.
protection again.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Yes, you
oh,
can.
lordy, lordy, lordy.
44, so that's success. That's 2.
Do you get criticals in praying?
No, not for that. He has to get extra successes to get a better result, don't you?
2 degrees of success.
Oh, okay, so that's cool. So that does mean you expand upon it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So you can expand duration.
Yeah, I know, but is it 1 for each thing? Or is
6
it
yards.
It's for every 2 success
Success levels, you get to
then.
increase
I
one
get-
thing.
I get 1 thing. I'll increase the people. So I was praying for you. I'm going to pray for both of you.
Okay.
So you both now have that willpower.
We're that bad. He's praying
willpower
for
test
us.
You're in front. Willpower test to attack Dari. So willpower plus 20 to attack.
Okay.
And I get an advantage.
I need to somehow
Because
denote the difference between two.
Nice.
Fimir.
Oh
Anyway.
wait, we're on D4s.
Yes.
Where's my D4?
D4s now.
Well,
So I get
G6 is still
1.
usable.
Yeah, you can.
I assume that because it says that I get it when I'm praying into a combat.
Yeah, you get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
might
Okay.
go away because I might not be in combat with it.
So you kick the door open, dum, and you hear a and turning to face you are 2 Fimir.
King Vermeer and not King Vermeer.
This one is significantly larger than the other. His tail is actually got sort of things lashed to it. It's not just a big club. It's got kind of got spikes on it.
Vicious.
No.
Good Jesus! What are you doing on that Vermeer's tail?
Yes. Just gripping on. They turn towards you, and The one on your right is the one you saw beforehand. Had the round protective armor or decorative armor on the stomach.
Yeah.
Big axe, club tail. The other one has got an even larger, shinier, decorative armor, but it still looks like it's fashioned from something else. Is wearing a helmet, armor on the body and arms, chainmail, and got a big axe in hand. And they both kind of bellow at you.
Well, we've killed enough of you. You're up next, lads. And defensive stance.
Okay. Right, so we're in combat again.
Okay.
So Alvin, what are you doing?
Well, there's a defensive stance dwarf stood in front of me. I'm not going to get past him, really, am I? I don't think.
Can you pass through friendly people?
Not
They let you by.
He's not. He's
Probably
not
if I was
he's not that friendly,
actively
to be
being able
honest.
to... if I was letting him pass, probably. But Bagrick's a bit occupied, just kind of going...
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and shield wall with a dwarf.
You can try and jump. You can try and like clamber over him.
No.
He can't like go like.
You can spear over him.
No, but
I know,
spear and be
I
ready
know I
or
can spear
you
over
him.
can't hold like a
Sorry?
hold an action sort of thing, can you? You can't like hold an action like he's got a spear ready for
No,
Famir
no.
run in.
Okay. So I shall.
Can you delay an action?
I'll double
So
check.
maybe-
I'll double check.
I know you used to be able to, but I don't know now.
Or as I have a spear that is such long range.
I mean, you can
Can
stand
I-
behind and...
Yeah, that's the thing, you
Well,
get-
yeah, only if there's someone in front of you. But can I provide some kind of an additional defensive bonus to your defensive bonusiness by standing with my?
Putting
I
his
mean, that would
hand
make
behind
sense
your
by
back
putting
so
a-
that it
If
would-
I had my spear over like
A
that,
big pointy thing
yeah,
over
yeah,
the shoulder.
essentially. Or maybe I'd just be getting in your way, flailing axe.
Yeah. Although you are quite a lot taller than I am.
Yeah, yeah. I might just stand there and take notes. You know, if
Let's
you
watch him
ever fight
defend.
Bagrick, watch out for the shield, the axe, the armor, the axe, the axe.
the bad attitude,
The
I'll
language.
just screw it up, throw it away.
complete
Yeah.
inability
Don't
to
get
hit
to fight with Bagrick.
It doesn't say you can hold. It says you can skip.
Yeah.
But you don't get. You don't get
Okay.
Can I use my action to just to perceive what is going on in the room?
Would you? Yes, you can. You have a look past the creatures and you can
See if
see.
there's any halflings lying
You-
around.
You can see in the fireplace behind it some rags and what looks like maybe a body or something, and some rags. There's blood on the floor. There is 2 walls going up in front of you. 2, 4, 6, 8 yards. 16 feet, 24 feet, 25 feet going ahead, and then it opens into a wider room where they're standing waiting for you.
I shall wait for Bagrick to decide what he's going to do.
Okay, Siegbert, what are you doing?
I can't go in. Someone's in the doorway. So,
I'm so glad I let you go first.
ah,
I would have been in there.
the fucking dwarf in charge. No. I'm going to.
It's just racist.
It's like a.
Did you say that out loud?
No, I wouldn't. Because Sigmarites
I
are-
wouldn't.
Sigmarites fucking love dwarves.
They do.
They do.
I'm going to
As everyone should.
continue.
Love a
with my-
dwarf day.
Can I continue with my praying and make a
You may.
blessing of battle in the
You
hopes
may.
that Bagrick will feel inspired and maybe go into the room?
Well, I only had one turn.
I'm gonna pray.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm gonna pray at Bagrick for a
Okay.
blessing of battle.
Okay, and that's the strength one? Or weapon skill?
That's weapon skill.
Like he needs
So
it.
how do you pray for?
15.
'Cause if a
Every round that
if
he
a round in
does.
combat is like 6 seconds,
Yep.
then he's got to be like.
And 1,
So you
and
speak-
2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. You can say, Sigmar bless you and give you strength in battle, and you will fight the Fimir very
Plus,
brave. or
presumably
something,
they're,
you
they're,
know.
they're
There you go.
presumably they're battle
Get it?
prayers.
Did you
Yeah,
write
there's
that?
probably
Did you write that down?
liturgies
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
liturgies and things that you've you've remembered.
So that's
I don't know where
many
from.
degrees of success.
Do you like
Many
take,
degrees.
Do you like take your hat off and read it under,
6 degrees.
6
success.
degrees
I
of
rolled
success.
a 15. I have an advantage.
So you
and I've got
you
6
could literally bless
So you
all
get
of us.
another
I
advantage
can-
from
I
your
can
praying.
bless all of you. So everyone gets plus 10 weapon skill. For
There you
the
go.
next 6 rounds. Can I
Plus
ask
10.
actually? So I did.
That's not an advantage. That is plus 10 weapon skill.
Yeah.
So you
I-
can't lose that.
I did that willpower one last round. I assume
Yeah.
that would count as last round.
Yes.
Does that mean that now there's 2 of that count, or what? Of that count? As in, it lasts 6 rounds.
Yes, there's a
So,
round gone.
A round
One
gone,
round.
yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't like start from the.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you cast it and then 6 more rounds.
Okay. So everyone,
Okay.
all of us. Wait, no. Yeah, all of us.
Yep.
Get plus
And one of the Fimir. Okay. Torvald, what are you up to?
I'm reloading my crossbow
Okay, you're reloading a crossbow.
and keeping an eye back along the corridor.
Why are you always the guy at the back? Isn't that the one who gets
Because
murdered
he's
by the
fucking
secret
sensible.
Fimir?
In this case, because like, in the dark, I might also be the one to spot someone creeping up on us.
Make an intuition roll.
Intuition, intelligence.
That's initiative, I think.
Yeah, it's initiative.
Oh yeah, initiative. Sorry, passed. By,
Okay.
Yeah, one.
You're standing there and you can see all this going on ahead of you. But something somewhere else is making the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You don't know what? Don't know why,
Mhm.
but it's just... Okay. Bagric.
Oh, so those two literally just stand there.
They're going...
I'm gonna advance. I can only go like 3 squares or something. And go back into defensive stance.
Okay. So you've stepped up. Here. Okay. Right. Make perception roll.
No.
Okay.
Unless someone's going, "Hey, Bagric!" in front of me. No.
Okay, cool. Right. So,
And even then,
it's their go. They're going... They're just like spitting and cursing at you, but they are not moving from where they are.
Check for nails in their leg, in their feet, as if they're like pinned to the ground.
No, they're like moving. They're like feet are moving.
They're
They're not
shuffling.
stuck to the ground, but they're like going. That's how Fimir talk. Yeah.
what is he doing to that hammer? Or axe?
On the wall to your right, there are 2 doors, and from one door when you walk past, there was a horrible stench, and then there's another doorway.
That one with the toilet drawn.
Maybe. He's got a dunny. Right. You've moved up, you've gone back into defensive stance.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
my turn.
their go is they're like... That's it. Alvin, your go.
Okay. I've got a pretty good run up there, haven't I?
Well, if you jump over him... yeah, go for it.
That would
Go
be
for it.
awesome.
That would be
That would be
fantastic.
really
I've
cool.
got a pretty good run up there.
Springboard off the dwarf.
Yeah.
Bit of
You
a-
can go drop, and he goes down like that.
a bit of parkour.
Bit of parkour.
To
To be fair, telling me to drop would probably be a smart move because it's a lot easier to jump over a kneeling dwarf than a standing one.
Yeah.
Although still not.
I'm
Okay,
5
well,
foot. I'm 4'11", so
the truly
got a
Alvin
hole.
thing to do would at this point be, I'm just frustrated because the enemy and I'm not in combat yet.
Okay,
So
so you're going to charge.
go charge.
Okay, and you're going to jump over him in the
Yeah.
process of doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
let's
assuming
have
you're going to shout drop to make.
I'm going to shout, coming through!
Okay,
and then drop.
okay.
Because
So you drop
everyone
down.
else has
Yeah, I'll
decided that's
basically.
a good
so
one.
make
I'm going to keep my
athletics roll.
shield up but drop to a knee.
Make an athletics roll.
Just give him a
Yeah,
push off
yeah,
the shield.
yeah.
Okay, so you use your spear,
Yeah.
dig it into because it's magic.
It's magic, yeah.
You stick it into the ground, it doesn't break or anything, and you pole vault over him
Yeah.
You going to the big one or the other
into here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At which
one?
point
Never mind.
you realise
What's going to happen?
that there are 2 more Fimir standing in the room, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Who are you charging?"
That's okay.
At which point you spend a fortune point to go, nope!
yeah. I'm going to undo that.
I regret nothing.
The glee in their eyes, like you've fallen into their trap. They're like really excited.
Yeah,
Stab him more.
Yeah.
That's like really stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Do you know what I mean?
well, you know.
Yeah, do you remember the dwarf cautiously advancing?
Yeah, that dwarf cautiously advancing there.
Which one are you charging? The big one or the other one?
There's four. There's three normal
Yeah,
ones
but
and a big
There are
one.
three normal ones and a big one.
Presumably, if you're charging, you must have been charging towards one of the.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you would be charging one of those too.
the big one or the normal
Oh,
size
definitely
one?
the big one.
Which one's the big one, Pete?
Left.
Yeah,
This one,
definitely the big one. I
Is
mean,
this
you
the big
kinda-
one?
You kind of
Yes.
got to go for the
Yep.
big one,
That's what
haven't
he
you?
pointed at.
Oh, he's charging at the big armoured for me.
With the halfling strapped to his tail.
Mark the big.
Oh, yeah!
So 14.
Oh,
All right.
yeah!
Ooh,
And I
solid
charge.
hit.
I charge, so I have an advantage.
You get an advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we borrow this for your.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can only go to 4, but.
It passed with 3 success levels.
Okay, so I am on 61, so that's 5 success levels, 10 strength, 6 success levels, and advantage 7 success levels.
Okay.
Nice.
Minus my ones. You've already
Minus.
done
No, I've not done. I've got 7.
Okay.
You know you got plus 10 weapon skill as well.
That I did that.
So I got 3.
So
So-
you get 4.
So you get 4.
4.
Yep.
And aren't they really big?
You don't know that's to shoot
That's when
them.
you defend.
Oh, this one I defend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 wounds.
4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 wounds. Okay. Where did you hit him?
In the 41. So 14.
It's an arm.
It's an arm.
Left arm.
It's got chainmail.
I should really just gone to full defensive as soon as I got in there, shouldn't I? Really? Gone.
But I mean, you ran in, so you kind of had
Well,
to.
it was an Alvin thing.
You weren't
going to
go like, ah! And then go.
12 damage, you
Like
said.
halfway
12
through your
damage.
charge.
Yeah.
You have momentum.
No, that's wrong.
They probably will
That's
leave you
now
alone
right.
now. It's fine.
Okay. Right, Alvin, you run down the corridor, pole vault over, and then you bring the spear over your shoulder and into it.
And then go,
Yeah, and then you're like,
bugger.
yeah, whatever.
No, I don't need to worry about that.
Okay,
There's a-
you guys
there's a guy
hear.
behind me.
What?
I meant to move, but I didn't move.
You guys
well,
hear
you haven't had
more.
a turn yet.
You
Alvin
guys
goes.
hear more
No, I
noise
did
in the
that pray,
room.
But I didn't
Yeah.
move.
You guys hear more noise in the room. They've obviously been standing there quietly. Siegbert.
Yeah, first I'll move.
Typical for me, trickery.
Yeah.
You're not going to move to charge. Can you not charge?
Do I have enough?
No, you'd
No,
have to.
no,
No,
you
you've
can
only got
move
4
and,
more.
move and pray.
Do I have 4 more? For running, is it?
You could, but you wouldn't be in charge range of anyone, so you can't charge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But, praying really at this point.
+1 toughness bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I can just keep stacking the blessings, I guess.
You might, Alvin particularly might need them.
Yeah.
Alvin has a everyone who needs plus 20 willpower check to attack me.
You already have that.
So there may be 4 of you, but I don't think all 4 of you are going to get to attack me. That's so cool.
Well, I get to go before they do, so
Yeah,
some of them will
I'll-
probably be going at me.
I think some of them will be
I'm
dead.
not close enough to Alvin to get him, I don't think. I'm not
I don't-
6 squares away from him.
1,
That's
2,
honesty.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you are.
He can't see me
Right,
though.
I'm going to try and do a...
Does he need to be able to see me?
4, 5, 6. No,
Oh yeah.
He knows you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm praying to a deity.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Alvin's not subtle.
Sigmar
All you have to do is follow the blood trail in my wake.
yeah.
It's Fimir blood.
It is female blood.
Yeah, I'm going to try and...
Mostly.
Not like
Reach
this,
out
like
to
this
Sigmar
hand mark across my face
and ask him
of
to
non-blood.
give grant my friend toughness.
Okay.
He's going to fucking need it. And he is brave and a warrior, so, you know.
I'm
Yep.
definitely going to need it.
Oh, 23, that's definitely...
Jesus Christ.
So, 23, I have 2 advantage, so that's... Yeah, 6 again.
So you can do
Okay.
all of
I
us.
can't do everyone because I'm not close enough to Torvald anymore.
How many
No,
squares?
No, I'm
6 squares.
Six
Yeah,
squares,
yeah.
yeah, okay. So, yeah, everyone has...
Is it
plus-
6 squares or 6 yards?
Can't you just do?
Oh, I don't know. It just says range 6. I'm assuming yards. So
I would-
that'd be 3 squares, wouldn't it?
It would be 3 squares.
Okay.
Because I remember before I had to be quite close. In which case I can't. In which case I couldn't do you either.
No, that's fine.
It's yards.
All right,
Sorry,
we're
so it's-
tougher.
3 squares.
Yeah.
I can't move further and do it then, no. Because I was aiming for Alvin.
You
You
can't,
can't
get
even
No,
get
you
that.
can't get that
No.
close.
I can't get with the first person.
You
Alright.
just made the two of us tougher.
Like you
Yeah.
need to make Bagric any tougher.
Yeah, well, I might as well
Bloody
because I can't get close enough to do anything else.
And so you can put it on the two of us and extend it for some turns.
Or actually, I can extend the range. I don't know how that works though. Is that
It's
double
probably-
the range?
Oh yeah, you could double the range with one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you can reach him.
Then you
And
So
can
then
then,
reach me.
so
and
then,
then do
I
three
have
of us.
three to
Yeah.
do. I have three bonusy things, so
Yeah.
I can do Bagric.
Yep.
As the original target.
Yep.
Extend the range to do you.
Yeah.
So that's
Extend the
two.
range and do so. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's all
so-
three of them.
So that's three of them. Yeah.
Yep.
So I get a bonus.
So the two up front guys have toughness bonus.
Okay. Just as that plus 10.
Plus 10 toughness.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Good stuff. The prayers of Sigmar are coming in handy. Okay, that's Siegbert Torvald. What are you up to?
I am going to basically back up the corridor. Basically,
Okay.
I'm going to keep facing down the corridor. I really don't.
All right, so
that
you're going
bad
to turn.
feeling.
You're going to turn that way.
Yeah,
and then walk backwards.
backwards.
Oh,
with
good!
the
I
corridor.
thought you were talking about just walking back down. Stop leaving us!
Yeah, to be
We
fair,
cannot help you!
I thought that's what he meant as well.
Bagric was here.
Don't talk to me here anymore.
Sorry, Torvald was here. It was going to back up, and they thought he was going to go that way.
You didn't mention the turn around. You just meant I'm going to back up the corridor. Like,
Slight miscommunication there.
Yeah, with your crossbow ready.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bagric.
Well, we all know what's coming. And I'm going to go into
Okay.
him.
Cool.
I'm charging that one.
I felt a bit bad for going for the bigger one.
Was it
But
beyond
I thought
your walk?
Yeah,
Okay.
my walk's not very
No,
far.
that means you get advantage because you're actually
You're
charging.
charging.
Okay.
And it begins.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Oh, hello. 2 success levels.
That's a good question.
12.
71, 81, 91, 8 success levels. Because I rolled a 19.
it's the rolling.
6 success levels then.
Cool.
Okay, so how much damage do you do?
Plus 9, 15.
Remember you get plus 10 weapon skill?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
included that. So 15.
15. Okay. Okay, cool. So you got another advantage. Nice. Right. Fimir. He's going to step in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're outnumbered. And he's going to step in here. So you're outnumbered. And then we're going to have attack. Willpower. So far one on. I'll do all the willpowers first so we can see. Far one.
Are we doing it every round? We didn't determine that last time. Are we doing it every round, or is it just?
It is every round. It's each round.
Yeah,
it's each
it's every
round,
time
yeah.
they try to attack.
Okay, so this one.
Yep.
Really bad.
It's really
That's a fail.
Do you want me to put dice or something?
That's the first time that's
Next
happened.
dude
is
No,
the
it's
boss
second time
man.
that's happened.
He's fine. Next dude. He's okay.
And the last one.
Another pass. 27.
Cool, cool.
So if the guy that can't attack me, is he still outnumbered?
Still outnumbers you, but only one of them will be able to attack you. Because they're engaged. Okay, so the boss dude is going to swing at Alvin. Okay. It's a pass with 4 success
Oh
levels.
god.
I'm going to fake that.
Yeah.
Fortune.
That's it, fortune. You know what I meant.
Oh
I still failed.
no, you didn't because of plus 10 weapon skill.
Oh yeah, I passed.
So how many success levels?
And
do
don't forget, you
Just
should have
pass?
2 advantages, one for charging,
Yes,
one
but the
for...
2 advantages is it goes on his
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
defense.
Yeah.
So I just got 1 success.
1 or a straight pass?
A straight pass, sorry.
Okay.
I got straight.
So I got
a straight
4.
pass.
So I hit you for 4,
And you lose your advantages.
and I gain an advantage. I need some more dice. That's right. I only need 1. Let's
First
not
it's-
pretend
First
that I'm
line
going
of
to
defense is willpower.
many more
Then
advantages.
it's your weapon
Okay,
skill.
so
then it's your
4
toughness bonus.
success levels. So that does 14 points of damage. On your, so I rolled 23, so 32.
It's an arm. Right arm.
Right on.
So you got armour.
I have a shield, so
Yep,
that's
2.
and my armour is 2.
Yep.
So that's 4.
And your toughness bonus.
My toughness bonus is 5
Because-
plus my toughness.
Yep. So you got 9.
9.
So you take 5 wounds.
5 wounds. So
Which means you lose an advantage.
No, you don't lose all of it.
Oh yeah, you lose all your
All
advantage
my advantages.
because
Yeah,
you take
yeah,
because you're
Yeah.
taking damage.
5 wounds. My wound characteristic is
It's on the back.
So my wounds
11.
You've got 11.
is 11. So I've now got 6. 6 wounds.
Cool. Okay. Right then, 2 on Bagric. You're outnumbered.
got
So I get
40 on that.
40.
That's a bit better.
Which means I got. Sorry, I'm having to do maths now. I'm actually complaining that I might have a chance of hitting. So I got 3 success levels.
7,
-2 for size.
5.
Okay, so I lose by 2, so you get an
Outnumbered?
advantage. I've added that on. Yeah.
Yeah, I did spend a fortune point because I rolled like 70 something before.
Okay. Right, and the second guy. Okay.
I'm winning this one.
Critical.
I rolled a 1.
A 1.
Got a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is
Have
all I
another
have to do is hold him off.
Yeah. So you got
Roger
4.
will eventually kill everyone.
Yeah.
Roger will get to me at some point.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Bagric will get there in the end. Okay.
You
Cool.
just wait till the social
hang on,
things and I
sorry.
just sit there with my
The
thumb on my
leader
backside.
is going to use his advantage to attack you with his tail.
Oh, he's going to club you with Gunter.
Well, see, I thought he might have.
It's got Gunter's skull on it. No.
No, it's better if it's living full Gunter.
It's like the entirety of Gunter.
So plus 40. So I got 4 success levels. And you get -2.
He got
But remember,
he
you-
rolled a 19.
But you remember you also get a +10 for your shield.
Yeah, plus 10. Oh, is it only plus 10?
Yeah, your shield gives you +10 to
On
defend.
defense.
Okay,
Yeah.
5.
Including the -2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually gain it.
You gain an
It's
advantage.
6 because it's 6,
You
and
rolled
then the shield, and
19.
then yeah.
Yeah.
So the shield
Yeah, it gives you +10.
and the plus 10 weapon skill.
Yeah, so you win that one. So you get advantage. It's on 1.
That's pretty helpful.
Cool. And then 5 Fimir come down the corridor and murder Torvald. No. That was all the Fimir. So we're
And
back round
End
to
of the round, Simon. We both lose a advantage because we're outnumbered.
Yes, that is very true.
Lucky I had one.
It's now your go.
A bit of minus
It's
1.
now my go.
Yeah, I don't think it. I'm not. Can't imagine they. I don't think you lose anything if you roll 0.
It was being
No,
facetious.
no.
55.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Which one are you fighting? The
one in
big
front of me.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed by 2.
Oh, so you.
So you got a critical.
55. I got a crit.
And how many success levels?
So so that's 1 plus 10 weapon skill 2, and
2 from me.
+10 from your spear.
plus
No, you had that
Magic
on.
spear.
He's already had it
Oh,
on.
okay.
no, that's already in there.
And then 2 from me. So you got 4.
4 and a crit.
Cool. Okay, so 4. So do the basic damage
12.
first. So 12. Okay, so that's. Okay, let's do the critical.
So that yeah.
So roll location first.
75.
Where's that?
It's a
Body.
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 Right in
Okay.
the body.
Right in the bods. Roll high.
Roll 100.
43.
Okay. Your spear jabs it into its collarbone, and it drops its axe.
Huh.
So
Well.
arm is useless for 1d10 rounds.
Oh.
Ooh, my.
Roll that. 7 rounds.
Oh!
Well done, sir. I'm sorry. I mean, good work, Manling.
It's like you paralysed it
Yeah.
suddenly, and his arm just goes.
Seeing that I was nearly dead, I figured I better take some excessive evasive manoeuvring.
Yeah.
Did you list lazily to the left?
I did.
Damn, he knows the manoeuvres.
Okay,
Did
Siegbert.
you like that, sir? Does that suit you, sir?
Can I charge the big one from here? Am I close enough here?
You can run into the middle. You will be engaged with two of them.
Two of them, yeah. But everyone's
Yeah.
engaged with two of them. We're all doing that now. Yeah.
It's all a party over
I
here.
wouldn't be outnumbered though, would I? Because
No, yeah.
I'm gonna try and get in there without knocking everything over with my pistol, so I'm backwards.
Okay.
'Cause my mini is too big. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit the big one.
So you've slid into the middle there, and you're going to try and hit the big one. Oh yeah, I defend.
That's not great. I'm gonna re-roll.
I passed.
That's good. I'm
With,
re-rolling that.
I passed with 3 success levels.
So I passed.
You get
and
an
I have
advantage for charging.
advantage for charging, so I have 4 advantage. I have plus 2
Already.
weapon skill.
Oh, it's
So-
all the praying.
It was just a flat success,
I know.
but now it's 5.
Okay. Cool. So damage.
So you get +2.
So 5 plus 2.
Yeah. So not that you don't get 5, you get 2 because Pete did pass as well.
Oh yeah, I passed with 3 success levels.
So you
So
go
I get
down.
+2.
So,
Yeah, so you've got 2 success levels in
2 plus whatever you
So
do.
2, 7. So 9.
9. Okay. Okay, you run in and you're slightly off balance. You go to strike it. You do hit it, but you feel that this isn't as punishing as the body curdling manoeuvres you were doing earlier on.
Yeah,
But you-
Okay.
Oh no, you're on max advantage.
I'm
aren't
on max. I'm on 4.
Torvald.
you? He's going to run off into the darkness.
If you wanted to, you could step up to the edge and shoot a crossbow at one of those side Famir. But you might have a chance of hitting.
Yeah, I'm still convinced there's something bad coming down that corridor, and these 3, I'm sure have got this. I'm gonna keep backing along the corridor, going.
No, I think what you mean is,
Keeping an
Well,
eye.
those from here
I think
big.
what you mean is Bagrick's got this, and we'll probably survive long enough for him to get to us.
So
I'm
you're
just holding
backing
up my head.
inside the room.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
You two were putting
Big
in some
solid
pretty hefty
doorway
hits.
is a sensible place to be.
You've got the door ready. You know, it's there. You can quickly slam it shut if you want to. But yeah, so you're all now in that large chamber. Okay, so Bagrick, what are you up to?
I'm going to hit the one I hit last time.
Okay, let's go.
Are
for
you
it.
though?
Are you? Of course.
Probably
he is.
not.
Oh,
No, I miss. Oh, do I want to? I'm going to fortune that.
You're going to
Still not
fortune it.
good.
I was going to say, you want to say that for your defence, don't you? The fortune. Got
It doesn't
too late
matter.
now,
No,
but-
I rolled like a 96.
I've rolled a 94.
Alright.
Okay.
So that's
86.
6
So I
negative
got
success.
plus 2, so plus 7.
So 8.
Plus 10, 18.
Oh, is that all? 18. Okay. You
Yeah,
give it
he's-
a punishing blow with your
He's
axe,
far tougher than he
and
is
it goes
hitting.
to. It looks like it tries to block you, but it like missteps and actually steps further towards you, and your blade digs in deep into its
But a
body.
96 is always a fail, isn't it? That's why I
Yes, it
fortunate.
is always a foul.
Just throw a chocolate. I don't care which one. I don't think they're that dirty.
Okay. Give me one. I haven't had one.
Yeah. Too slow. Alright.
Oh, they're fiddly. Right. Okay. So that was Bagrick. Now it's the Fimir's go. Right. So the far one.
Oh, willpower, yeah.
Yeah. Far one's going to willpower to attack Alvin. And fail. The big dude is going to willpower to attack Alvin. Pass.
It is plus 20, so.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the first one was like
Yeah.
dog
Horrendous.
turd.
Yeah.
And the third one, that's a pass.
Cool.
And the fourth one, that's a fail. Okay. So the big dude is going to attack Alvin.
With
Ready?
his fists.
He's going to try and punch you. It's undamaging. It's going to not, you know,
So you're not outnumbered anymore?
you're not outnumbered. That is a success on a 33.
Oh, yeah, you really, really, really want to pass that.
That's
What
3
happened-
success levels.
What happens if you pass, if you beat the level but you still got a crit? How does that work?
It's a good question.
I've passed.
By how many?
So that's 1 because it's 1, and that's my 10 is 2, and the 10% 3.
3.
-2 for defending against me.
Okay.
Plus 10 for your shield. So that's
10
4.
for my shield. Yeah.
So you're at 2.
You're at
Yeah.
2. And I've got 3 success
What if he spends a fortune to get an extra level?
Then I just pass.
Hang on. So you're on 3.
Oh, if it's even, you pass.
Yeah, you're on 3. And I'm on 1, 2, shield 3. 4. Okay, 2. Yeah. So you move on 1.
So I hit you
And a
Yeah.
crit.
and a crit. So I have to roll for critical location. Let's do the damage first.
Okay.
So with 1, I hit you for.
You're fist fighting.
Oh, I am fist fighting. Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's going to
which
help
means
a
your
lot.
armor doubles.
Oh, does it?
Yep. So,
Okay.
because it's undamaging, basically. Yeah. So I get my strength bonus plus 1, plus my success levels for fist fighting. So that's 7 points of damage, and you double your armor.
Okay.
Gains advantage.
Where did you hit him?
Where's it?
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to roll.
Doesn't
Well, it does
matter.
for the critical.
It doesn't matter for the wounds because you haven't actually wounded me.
Okay, fine, but it
Caused me
matters
no
for the
wounds.
thing. So 44. Where's that?
It's
Body. No.
body.
Right
Body.
arm.
No, right arm, just.
Right arm.
Just right arm.
I'm going to roll this on the
And
thing
your battle mat.
on the battle mat. 89
Oh god. That's
on the body.
That can't
Okay.
be good.
He swings his hand down.
Yeah.
And finds a loose gap in your chainmail and tears at your gut. You contract a festering wound and gain 2 bleeding conditions.
Oh god.
So tears out, and you feel something go loose, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" And he's got dirty fingernails. You can see there's something gross going on there, and it's got into the wound. Do you want to use a fate point to completely ignore the damage from this attack, but fate points don't come back
the
forever?
fate point ignores the damage, which I haven't been damaged.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're gonna
you
get-
also take
you're-
4 points of damage from the gut wound.
That still doesn't wound me.
No. Critical damage just goes.
Okay.
And you're going to
pretty
get
sure.
2
So there's
points of
no
damage
toughness.
every round.
He can, however, do you have many resolve points?
Oh yeah, I'm going to use a resolve.
Because you can use them to get rid of the bleeding.
status effects,
Yeah.
And the poultices do something about the infection.
Yeah.
Let me just read this. Not modified by toughness or armor points. You take 4 wounds
I take 4 wounds.
Yep.
Okay.
and 2 bleeding conditions.
Which does what?
At the end of the turn, you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
No matter
so,
what.
So in that case, I shall.
You don't die if you get to 0, by the way.
Well, no, you can't do
You go
that.
unconscious.
Yeah.
They'll make a test,
Yeah.
an endurance test, otherwise you fall unconscious. You can use your resolve now. You can spend 2 points of resolve
So you don't.
to get rid of those 2 bleeding
Bleeding.
conditions.
Yeah. It's more the fact that I'm now down to 1 wound. Because I only had 5 left. But it didn't matter because you had to do me like 15 points of damage to cause me a wound.
But then
But the criticals snuck
Yeah.
through. So you could use a fate point to ignore everything from that
But that will
attack.
be
you could
permanently
have
gone.
used a fortune point to re-roll the.
No. Oh, hey.
Yep.
So I'll just use 2 resolve
Okay.
to ignore the bleed.
Okay, so you ignore them. So
And then
you kind of...
I'll poultice the infection afterwards.
Sure. That takes like...
Because the resolve
A while to, like,
'cause the resolve-
there's an incubation
the resolve
period.
I get back, so
Let's use 2 of those. Cool. So he digs his claw into your gut and pulls it out, and there's a look of glee in his face.
yeah.
It's wicked, evil, big reptilian mouth curls in a smile. But you look at him, grunt, tuck your chainmail in, and you just get on with it.
Still I'm getting on with
And the
it, yeah.
strength of a Verena courses through you.
Yeah.
You believe.
Well, it does. Apparently.
Okay, cool. So we had then one attack on Bagric to do, didn't we? I wanted to do the critical out in the open, so
I was quite happy.
So there was no fudging.
For you to do the critical.
It's a good job I didn't roll 98,
I would have definitely.
because then you gain a bleeding condition that can only be removed through surgery, and you get blood rot.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fighting. Here we go. 0-6. Pick up sticks. 3 success levels for my Fimir.
Is it 3 or 4?
12.
You could not roll and
No,
get
it's
more
3,
than
and
that.
he gets minus 20.
So I'm on 81, so 3 minus 2, 1, plus 4, 5.
Plus 4. Oh, you've got... Okay, cool.
So I got 5, so I defended.
Yeah, gain advantage. You can't, you're at 4. Okay, cool. Good idea to limit it at 4.
Well, no, I think that makes way more sense. Like,
Yeah.
getting up to like plus 6 or higher is crazy.
Okay, right. That's all the Fimir can do because they're scared. Alvin,
Because Sigmar.
because of Sigmar.
33.
I think that's the third 33
Oh.
we've had.
Eat my shorts.
80. So I failed.
Oh, is this like, oi, slag!
I failed by 2.
Think you're being cocky, eh? I knocked your axe out and you suddenly
remember
rip
you
my
had it.
guts out.
You had advantage.
No, because I used it to do a tail
Yeah,
attack.
yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
33. So 33. So
What's your weapon, your skill?
6, so it's 60. So that's 3.
Yes.
Weapon skill 4
Plus 10.
Plus 10 for the spear.
plus 10. No. It's
Oh,
weapon
he's-
skill.
for the
That's
spell.
the weapon skill.
And then 2 from me.
Yeah. So that's
6.
3, 4. Yeah, 6.
Okay, 6 success levels. Plus your plus 8, isn't
So
it?
6 plus 8.
Okay, so 14 damage.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Get it for the right dude. Right, roll location,
Face.
96.
Oh, leg.
leg, and roll critical.
15.
Oh,
If only I'd done that the wrong way round.
yeah.
That would have been you cut his head off.
Yeah.
You can use a fortune point if you want.
I've only got 1 left.
It's nearly 10 o'clock.
I don't really want to be using my last fortune
Okay.
point.
So
Actually, yeah, I'll use the fortune point.
No.
Okay, we'll use it. 53.
Okay.
The person on 1 wound is using a fortune point.
He's got fate points. Okay.
fine.
Okay, you stab him in the guts and you crack
In the leg.
in the leg. Oh, leg. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Like 50 what?
53.
Right in his right.
Bad cut. Gain 2 bleeding conditions as a deep wound opens up on your shin. Oh, blimey!
Bleeding conditions are good on people with high
And I've done him a fair. I've done him a fair old whack
And that's
of.
another 3 damage
Yeah.
with no protection against it.
Cut me, will
So
you?
you slice open this calf down the lengthways, and blood pours out of it, spilling onto your boots.
Yeah.
Siegbert
I'm going to go for that guy as well.
for the big
Same guy.
dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we get a bonus to weapon skill for outnumbering?
No, because there's another
no.
foot.
That guy's scared.
No, because you've got one on
No.
you. No, they're engaged. You're engaged. There's a mutual non-outnumbering situation
say.
going on.
I didn't get the minus. I shouldn't have gotten the minus 20 for being outnumbered.
No, that's for him being
Oh,
big.
for him being big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
defensive.
it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't. think
Outnumbering
it's
would be on me.
Yeah.
I would get a bonus.
1, 4, 5.
Okay, let me roll.
6. 6 degrees of success.
Oh, hello. 5.
I got 6.
Yeah, so you beat me with
Beat by
1 success level.
1.
Is that with your advantages as well?
Yeah.
I rolled like just below.
Oh, okay.
So what damage is that?
8. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, cool. Torvald.
Help! Do a thing.
Do a thing. Charge!
With a crossbow. Doink.
Just go. Doom.
No, you don't have to charge. We're all good.
Was your wound that again? Because when you
I'm gonna minute.
When you fate point,
Pick a number between 0 and 1.
when you fate point out of this fucking engagement, then we're all really outnumbered. And Torvald's there, they're going, I got a bad feeling about what's going on down this way.
The big guy's fucked.
Get him.
And then everyone else will run away when I chop his head off.
Okay.
Well, I've got to believe in
Right.
something.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I
A while ago,
I
something positive.
will switch out the crossbow.
Yep.
I will kick the door shut,
Okay.
and I will then head down the corridor as far as I can manage.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to get.
With all that activity, I'll let you move your walking pace.
Kick the door closed, turn around.
Yeah. So you're now coming up behind them into the room. Okay. Bagric, dismember something.
So continue hitting the one I've been hitting before.
Yes.
34, not quite 33.
I fell by 2.
81, 121. I passed by 9, so I get plus 11,
Yeah.
21 damage.
Okay. Okay. Where did you hit it?
In the 43, so the right arm.
The right arm. Okay. You hack its right arm from its body. It quickly falls backwards into the fireplace. Blood pooling out in a large sickly puddle. And as it stretches out, you see that it kind of laps against a dismembered foot in the fireplace. One is dead. Right. Fimir. Okay, so let's do the willpower checks. The one at the far side that is engaged with Alvin passes. The big dude is going to try and attack Alvin. Oh, he fails. And Sigmar! And the one that's left on Bagric passes. Okay.
Just trying to stop Alvin
So,
from getting twatted.
Alvin,
Goal this
one
entire
is
session.
one is trying to attack you.
Every round, one of them hasn't been able to attack you because they're fucking.
I failed by 4.
Okay. I failed on a 66.
Critical failure.
Oh no, sorry, I passed.
Oh, you cheeky
Because I get
bitch.
plus 10 weapon skill.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's
so
wonderful.
I think you find I passed on a 66.
You did.
You
So
critically
you critically passed. Okay.
Is that the
Critical roll.
Doesn't that
critical
mean
roll?
he hurts him with
They
his
do pretty
shield?
well, yeah.
It does.
Yay!
Yeah. Let's
saying
roll
that, we rolled a
location.
lot.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just a
500.
50.
So no, 5. 0, 0, 5.
Yeah, so no,
Five.
it's 5. It's 10s was it's
50.
5. Yeah, no, it's
So, yeah, 0, 0 and 5 is 5.
No, he rolled a 50 and a 0, and he said
Oh,
500.
okay. Oh, so 50, yeah. So body.
let's go with 37.
Okay. You're going to slowly...
Make him bleed.
So
Bleeding
that was
everywhere.
that was 1 success. That's 2 successes.
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're not doing damage in a normal way, you're just doing a critical in
Yeah,
defense.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Oh yeah. Critical
you
defense.
bash your shield into his
my
to his
magical
chest.
shield.
Your magical shield, and you magically bruise his ribs.
Okay.
Oh, that'll learn him.
It takes 2 wounds.
If you not work, and I get a more advantage.
You get advantage.
Actually,
And
no, sorry.
all of his agility-based tests, which he's been doing a lot of, suffer a -10 penalty for 3 days.
Let's make him climb a wall.
Right. So my advantage goes up to 1.
By
Because
1.
we all lose 1 at the end of the round. Oh no, we're not out.
No, you're not.
You're not outnumbered, so.
Okay, so I now go to 2.
Yep.
So I wasn't outnumbered.
Siegbert, what are you doing?
I hit the big guy again.
Okay,
Oh,
go for
Go
it.
down.
I'm rolling. 22.
Degrees of success.
4 degrees of success.
9.
So you get 5.
Oh no, sorry, actually 10 because I got. Plus
Okay,
the
so you get
weapon
6.
skill. So 6.
How long does this stuff carry on for?
I'm keeping track of it. I've got
Oh, okay, cool.
dice in front of me. That's what these are.
All right.
Oh, they're the rounds, are they?
Yeah, so
One round left on willpower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm also keeping track, but like Always worried I'm going to do it wrong. So plus 6, wasn't it, total? 6 and 7.
13.
13.
Okay. You bash his body again. He's taking these wounds, still fighting. He spits in your face. Torvald.
I'm going to.
That one?
Yep, charge into him.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Excuse me, sorry. I always think the mouse pointer will illuminate, but it doesn't actually appear on the broadcast. So anyway.
Okay.
Go for it. Right, here we go.
So you charge into the one.
I
hitting
failed by
Alvin.
2. Excuse me, sorry.
I know I should have left the big one for you.
That'll learn you.
That'll learn me. I thought, I'm going in first. I've got to go for the big guy. God damn it.
I've done a pole vault and everything. This is awesome.
I mean, that was pretty bad. It has to be fair.
That was
so
bad.
very Alvin.
Yeah.
You definitely would have. You're a big one. Fuck it. Gone for it.
Pole vault, do ya?
I failed as well, but by 1.
Okay, so
Obviously,
you
for
win
some
by
reason,
1.
Bagrick doesn't want this one. I'll
So
take it.
you
I'm just glad
succeed
you didn't try to use your fists.
and you do damage.
Pole vault.
I was tempted when he dropped the axe just to drop shit and just pummel him.
Just try and headbutt him.
Well, I've got dirty fighting.
Have you all got strength on you?
Not strength, no.
Okay.
I think that's Alvin.
Simon Theodore.
Fell.
Willpower, we all
8
have.
damage. Okay.
Toughness is just you two.
Okay.
And weapon skill is the 3 of us.
Okay. So nothing for Torvald.
No, because I was keeping an eye on the
No,
back of the
except
crossbow.
no,
no.
willpower you do.
Oh, well.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, okay.
For
cool.
one more round.
For one more.
So-
It might help.
Bagrick, your go.
I'm gonna hit this latest one,
Okay.
or try to. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I passed with a 33, but no success levels.
So I'm on 121. No, sorry, 111.
Oh,
so
okay, sorry.
I got 9 success levels.
Okay.
So you passed by how many?
Nothing.
Okay, so plus 9, 19.
Okay. You carve a huge gash in its body, or wherever you hit it. Where did you hit it?
In the leg,
In the leg. In its thigh.
right leg.
Huge gash in its thigh. Blood starts dribbling out. And it
Towards
looks at you
Alvin.
like, flies across the room and hits Alvin. Okay, right, it's their go. Right, so we've got one more round of willpower. Or is
Yeah,
it
this
gone?
is the last
Okay.
round.
So Far Guy is going to try and hit Alvin. That fails. Big Dude is going to try and hit Alvin. That's a pass. And then the last one's going to try and hit Bagrick. That's a fail. Great, we get to do loads this turn. Right, so the big guy's going to try and hit Alvin.
Just tell me if you're all crit.
Priest.
45.
That's fine. You can't win me.
No, I can't win you. He's trying to
I'm not even going to roll the
punch
dice.
you.
No, you have to, because if he wins, your advantages disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'll roll some dice.
5.
5.
I'm pretty sure you'll win that one.
But also,
you gain an
You
advantage.
could get a critical success and do him
And-
critical.
And you gain advantage if you're not
You
on
get an
4.
advantage.
Okay, so get
Okay.
another one.
So that's my go over. Alvin.
Okay.
So,
I shall look at him steelily in the eyes.
Delilily.
He's only got one, hasn't he?
He's got one eye, one
Yeah.
big yellow eye.
with him steely in the
I'm
eye.
going to basically go with a
For the
big
eye.
spear.
You go
I'm gonna-
for- yeah, I know. You're just attacking. You're not doing a cool shot.
You know, I'm talking about. So 59. So that's 2, 5, minus the 2 because you're
You're attacking. So
I'm
you
attacking 5.
Okay, I got 5.
Okay.
So you just succeed.
Okay.
That was
So you
with
do-
your plus 10 weapon skill.
So you do your damage.
Yeah. 12. Sorry. Oh, my damage 8.
8. Okay, cool. You go, ha ha! And it like slides off his armour. Siegbert.
I'm gonna hit him too.
That's it. I was just the distraction.
You outnumber him.
Did I?
You
outnumber
don't
him?
because you've got someone else on you.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy next to me died. So 4, 6.
So you get plus 20.
2
Oh, I've got
plus
to defend
20
him.
plus 4
Oh, that's a good roll.
Plus 8.
8 plus 10 weapon skill. 9. 9 of them.
Okay, I got 6.
Yeah, I win. It's 10 done.
10 damage. Okay.
Not very much.
No. Okay.
You just be
whack him
glad
with
you
the hammer.
capped your advantage, right? Having
Tor-
10 of them
fucking
right
hell,
now.
yeah. Fucking hell. Torvald,
Hit the guy who's
go for it.
yeah.
Although I must say, it feels more appropriate to attacking Famir. So, like, it's not just like, oh, look, I hit him a couple of times, so now I can just go through his kneecap. Single hit.
I failed by 1.
I
Oh, you haven't
Passed.
passed from last time, remember?
Hmm?
Oh, you've got. Is that your D4?
I passed by
Tiny D4.
Passed by 1.
Pass by 1. I failed by 1, so you get 2 success levels.
Yep.
So how much damage do you do?
9.
Okay. You whack it with your axe, slicing a small wound in it. Bagric.
Just keep hitting.
not my forte.
Oh, only
He's,
a
Oh
he's,
my God.
He's going to replace some brickwork with Famir.
1, 2. 9.
I failed by 6 success levels.
25 damage.
Where did you hit it?
Look, I just made this Famir into a Jenga board.
In the body.
Okay, so you do 25 damage, which
Because he got minus 6.
I know, but still,
and it takes 6 off that, so you do 19 points of damage. It takes it down to minus 2 wounds. So you spin with your axe out, and you cut the Fimir in half, tearing through its body. It kind of falls, soars over backwards, and tears its spine in half, and it hits the floor dead. Bagric's like, Kazoo! Turns around.
No.
He's got Fimir blood all over him. He's like, ah!
Oh, good, another one.
I'm gonna move there.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Well, it's their go. They're not scared anymore, are they?
No, the willpower thing's
No,
gone.
but the big boss is outnumbered by 2 to 1. Yeah. So they're both still going to try and hit Alvin. So the first guy over there. Do you want to roll to?
Oh, we rolling.
the far guy? Yeah.
Doing the whole rolly thing.
Yeah.
So it's 68. Have I still got plus 10 weapon skill?
One more.
This is the last round of it.
Hey! So I passed.
I
So,
literally
one.
rolled their weapon skill. I rolled 35, so I got nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on 4 successes.
Okay, you win.
So you attack me, so get minus 20, yeah?
Mhm.
So 2 successes.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage.
No.
No, sorry, I win.
Yeah.
And I get advantage?
I
Yeah,
decided I do 10 damage.
So that's 10 damage.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was just happy I didn't die.
Yeah. Okay. The boss, the big dude, actually is going to turn around and be
Oh,
like,
come on. You got to attack me.
I'm still going to go for you. 100.
Okay. So you didn't roll a critical then?
Roll. I rolled a critical failure.
Okay.
No, is 100 a critical failure? Is a 1 a critical pass?
No. I rolled a fail
So you just-
and a double.
Does 100 count as a double?
It's a 0-0. You roll 99, you roll an 88.
A 99 would be a critical. I'm not sure 100
No,
would
100
be.
can't be.
I think 100 would be.
Because a 99 and 100 surely wouldn't both be.
100's like the worst number to roll.
Yeah, but 1 is in theory the
Okay,
best, but it's
well,
not 11 is.
So
Don't matter.
I failed by 4 success levels.
I passed by 12.
Okay.
You rolled an 8.
Okay. Cool. Sure. So you
Why
get
not?
another
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah.
I know
Okay,
I don't.
fine,
I'm
yeah.
at 4. I'm at 4.
Yeah. Okay.
At 4, I can't get
Cool.
more.
Okay. Cool. It's like swinging at you, and you're just like.
It's because of the blood loss.
Yeah, you're like swaying, and he's like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, he takes 2 wounds.
He does take 2 wounds.
You're
Good
accidentally
point.
doing drunken master shit just because you just lost so much blood. You're failing. Yeah.
Alvin, your go.
Hit him.
You can have the dust back.
Hit him, Frank.
should go and.
Oh, yeah. You're spending your advantages to disengage.
I'm just going to put my arm on the wall. I'm just going to put my arm on the wall. Bagrick, you got this?
Leaving a bloody hand.
Yeah. It's just blood pouring down. Yeah, it's knackered. Okay, Siegbert.
Yeah, I'll hit the big guy. It's 3, 4, and 4, 8. No, sorry, 8. 8 degrees of success.
I got 4. So you win by 4.
Success?
Yes, 4
Or a
degrees of
failure.
success.
Ah, go on, a failure. So I get 4. 4 to 11.
Oh, the Mrs. Doyle approach to role-playing.
Okay.
I was very close to it then. I
Yeah,
resisted.
Where do you think that comes from?
Alvin,
It's
Alvin
like really
steps
dumb.
away. Blood, you can see blood sort of dripping off him as he goes. And you call upon Sigmar one more time, and you slam it with your hammer. And the creature shudders from the blow and drops to its knees. And he looks up at you with fear in its eye, and then collapses to the floor. Another Fimir has
Oh, is that
fallen
the big,
to the
big
hammer
boss dude?
of Sigmar.
That was the right leg.
Yeah.
Kneecapped.
Took him down. He went down to his knees. Right, Torvald.
Hit the guy in front of me before he has a chance to hit me back.
Okay, let's go. Oh, that's not bad. 3 success
Torvald
levels for
do
me.
No, guys, I was here the whole time, I swear. Look, I got blood on my axe and everything.
Yeah.
Bagrick's just like,
You just got here.
Yeah, no, I failed by 2.
Oh, come on, you have to.
Okay, I passed by 3,
Oh, no.
so I got 5 success levels.
So
but
you-
I'm defending,
so you lose your advantage.
so you lose your advantage, and
Yeah. And
I gain one.
and gain your brother.
yes.
Yeah. I lose a small advantage and gain a big armoured one.
yeah. Okay, right, Bagrick. You're going.
I'm just going to
Take a
plough in and swear at him profusely in Kazalid
Okay, cool.
and hit him.
Go for it.
Do that whole axe thing.
71, but I am on... Do I get that thing bonus for having someone else in combat with him?
Yeah, I rolled a 90 as well, so you got 6
Alright, okay,
success
so
levels
that's
for me.
face pass plus 10,
I think you're some sort
10,
of like luck vortex.
60, 70.
Because he
I
always
got
rolls
7
bad,
success.
and he always
Okay.
rolls good.
Yeah.
And I gave you 6.
13, 23.
Okay. You rush across the room and you're just like, ah, Kazu! What?
No, I was swearing at it.
Where did you hit it?
In the 17, it's an arm.
Okay. And it,
left
like,
arm.
as you come screaming at it across the room, it kind of holds its hand up like, no! And you just like chop its fingers off. Like that. A finger hits you. A finger hits Alvin in the face.
Spinning over.
Yeah. It's a big finger though, so like hits you in the face. Okay, and then it's go, and it looks at you incredulously as you've torn apart all of its kind of nest, and it kind of goes for one last swing at you. Don't bother rolling. Don't bother
I
rolling.
rolled an 85 if it helps.
I failed by 4 success levels.
Oh, I passed.
Okay.
I rolled an 85.
So you gain an
Well, I've got
advantage.
plus
Oh, I know,
40.
I know.
I gain an advantage. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right.
At least it lost
so,
its advantage.
back
against,
round to the beginning. Alvin. Or are you all just going to bloodily hack it to bits?
I think they're just quite happy to let me just stand there going,
Okay, so we'll go round to Bagrick and he'll...
No, I want to hit him.
Okay. Okay, Alvin's going, whew. Siegbert, you're going.
I think Torvald might go,
There's
I
nothing
think
I
you're
can
alright.
do. There's nothing I can do to kind of help Bagrick. Like I can't like hold on to him or anything like I did before.
You can, it's called hitting it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
And I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it.
Oh.
44.
That'll do.
I failed by 3 success
We've
levels.
gone from 33s to 44.
So I got 2 success levels.
Yeah.
On the
Plus we
dice,
outnumber
yeah.
it
Plus
horrendously.
4.
Yeah, so 6
So that's 6.
plus 3 from me.
What about the outnumbering 3 to 1?
That's 40. So you got another 4 from that.
6, 9, 40,
13.
13. Yeah, 13. Plus 7.
Plus a critical.
So 20 plus critical.
Okay.
20
Roll-
damage!
Alright, let's roll the critical. Roll location.
Does the location not count from the attack?
No.
Because you rolled a double for a critical, you can't reverse it.
68.
68. Where's that?
Body, I think.
Body, yeah.
Body. Right. Roll high.
No, 12.
12. Okay. You give it a small scratch.
With a hammer.
Yeah. But then you destroy its entire body.
It's
You
like just-
shatter its spine
That's not that bad.
as it's turned. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like scratch X marks the spot. That's what you did.
yeah. And basically, its body ruptures, and its entire intestines fall out, slough out onto the floor, and it just like staggers around briefly for a moment, and you just kind of touch it with your foot, like kick it away, and it collapses to the floor dead. And you are now standing in a room covered in blood, guts, entrails, feces. I don't know where the feces get from.
It's Alvin.
Shitting himself in the corner.
No, that's
And,
you. They're just shitting in the corner.
And
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Was that all you were doing?
the door opens behind you. You hear the door
I was
creak.
going to say I'm going straight to the door after that thing dies.
And you all turn around. And standing in the doorway is a young girl in rags. She looks like she's beaten and bruised. And she says, "Are you here to help us?" And then we'll finish there. Cool.
No, as they say, murdering everyone!
Kazu!
I'm not surrendering my advantage!
I gotta keep hitting things around the entire tavern until I get to the next monster.
What's Kazalid for advantage?
Cheers.
Scream that one.
Okay, cool. Right. Another fun session of Flint and Steel. Thank you, guys. That was a lot of fun.
I did not know if that was going to go okay.
Yeah, well, nearly a couple of deaths there. So it kind of just has to kind of tip slightly. Like that round for you was just like, oh shit, everything's gone. Like
things can
woo.
go horrendously
It's
wrong
really
really
hard
quickly.
for them to hit, but if they hit, it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Ah.
Big creatures.
I thought I was okay as soon as I disarmed him, and so I was like, well, actually, he's going to really struggle to do me wounds, and then
a
you're like,
little critical.
oh, it's just a little bit of a critical then. It's like, oh, I'm fucked.
Cheeky crit, nice guts you got there!
Oh,
Shame if someone touched them.
I got palmed.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, thank you very much for watching episode 3 of Flint and Steel. That was a lot of fun. We're playing around with the rules a bit. We're figuring it a bit out as we go. A bit of house rules. I think limiting advantage to 4 is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we'll have a think about
definitely.
some of the other bits and bobs as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Please don't forget to go and check out our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Also have a look at our Discord. We're having cool conversations over there. Please go and check out our Patreon. There's a link below. Everyone who helps us helps make it better for everybody else. All the kit, all the equipment, all the artwork, all the stuff going on is down to our awesome patrons. We're now up to 17. If we get to 20, we'll be doing a mini monthly module every month where we take one of our maps or one of the scenarios in one of our adventures that you see on the show and we'll turn it into something that you guys can use. Anyway, that's all from us today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and we'll see you next time on Flint and Steel. Bye-bye.
Bye.